to TP on you.
Here we
Move. Go!
Here we
Let's get it.
go.
All right, we are 5-6 seconds in.
Fucking great start to a podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Big Squeakin' Friends podcast, everyone. Today,
Yeah, hello.
today we have Loaf, Phoenix Courage, Self, and Undying.
Yeah.
They're playing Diablo 3, and I'm just chilling around.
Honestly, wish this
Yes.
game were for like 5 people.
This is insane.
Honestly, I feel like we get more people if we could. That'd be amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty garbage today at video games, so I am going to take a break.
You were fucking botting it hard in
Yeah.
Valorant earlier.
Yeah, so I am going to take a chill pill and enjoy some nice brews and just kick it on the pod. But yeah, let's talk about we just ran into our first topic. Let's talk about how playing a specific game too much can lead to being terrible at said game. What do you guys think about that?
I feel like fatigue plays more of a role into it than anything, because it's like if you're playing it for like, it's like it depends. Honestly, it depends on the game too. Because if you're playing like Minecraft, you can play Minecraft for hours and it won't get too crazy. But if you're playing a game like Valorant or like COD or like any like first-person shooter, it can get tedious with every match that goes in.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, the fatigue does play a big part because, like, I mean, like, let's say, like, you have to play it with moderation. So let's say, like, you're trying to get better at Valorant, like, for example, like, let's say you're trying to get better at that, but you're playing like 12 hours a day.
Oh god.
On that third day, you're gonna be fucking exhausted as shit. You're not gonna be
You're not
doing
even gonna wanna play
anything.
the game.
You're
gonna
not
be
even
hating the
just
game.
that, but your skill threshold is already capped because like
yeah.
you like you're exhausting yourself mentally, especially playing Valorant for that long. You know what I'm saying? Like Valorant itself.
Oh yeah.
Like if you I feel like if you moderate like games, like competitive games, like let's say like 3-4 hours like every day, like you wouldn't be trash at it if you play it a lot, because you're kind of moderating it. But like
True.
Exactly.
that's
But if you play the game a lot, you're definitely gonna be like, maybe I
You
should
are
take
gonna be
maybe like a
improving.
day, or like go take a jog or something
Yeah.
There's
to refresh your brain and stuff.
there's a good window of playtime a day for games like Valorant, competitive played games. Well, I get where Phoenix was saying about Minecraft. I mean, yeah, you can play Minecraft fucking 10-15 hours a day, and
Oh yeah, especially if you're playing with friends too.
Yeah, games like
Yeah.
Diablo 3 too.
yeah, the worst thing that's gonna
You're
happen
just there
is,
to
I
chill.
mean, you might be careless and fall in lava or get killed by skeletons or something at night, not notice your health
It's
bar.
nothing too serious.
But with Valorant, the fatigue plays a major role, because I would find myself in the beta playing endless hours a day, and the more I would play in a day, the worse I would get.
yeah,
And like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I only think I played 2 games of Valorant on those days. One day I didn't play at all, and then the day after I didn't play at all, I dropped 25 kills, 22 kills, and 28 kills.
Yeah, that's a good
3
game.
consecutive
that sounds about
games.
right.
3 consecutive games, and on the third game, I ranked to Plat 1, and now I'm currently Gold 3, but that's
I'm
because
still fucking gold 1. I haven't even moved.
because I'm garbage
I'm
today.
still unranked. I haven't played the
Dude,
game.
I haven't played
I'm still-
Valorant in
over
like a
too, bro.
I hadn't played Valorant in like a week. I come back, Mike is over here, like botting, and I somehow dropping like 25 kills.
It's a bad day. Today was a bad day.
Game.
Every now and then you have horrible days. Horrible.
I can't tell if they're fucking tapping on my window or if that's just fireworks going off. It sounds
It's
like my
probably
window
fireworks.
being hit.
It's
but-
most
probably
definitely
fireworks.
fireworks, because I hear fireworks too. I think it's probably everywhere. We have the same headset, Undying. Close to the same headset. I think yours is. When did you buy yours?
I bought mine recently.
Like
It's a
2019.
Razer Nari Essential.
Okay. Yeah. See, I have the Kraken V2.
I had the original Krakens when I was.
See,
on
I have the
PS4.
Razer Kraken TE Pros. That's what these are. But I got them. I think I got these in 2018 or 2019, early.
Yeah,
but
I
that's-
had
That's a
the
different.
the first Razer Krakens when I was on PS4, and they broke so quickly.
I had those too
Razor's
way
trash.
back. I had those way back. This headset has not disappointed, And the mouse, I had a Naga. That mouse didn't disappoint either. It just every now and then, like every year, my hand starts to not enjoy the ergonomics of the mouse. Well, that was
so fast.
really disruptive
forever
there.
to get to him.
SteelSeries and Logitech is the way to go.
I agree.
Y'all agree? Logitech right here.
I'm about to get a Logitech keyboard. I think.
I have a SteelSeries.
Logitech keyboards, I love them.
Really? What
Greatest
would
thing
you
ever.
say would be a good Logitech
I'm over here
keyboard
with
to
a
buy
fucking
for about
Corsair K55.
like $150 for a Logitech keyboard?
The one I have is the G19 910. I'm trying to remember what the cost is because I got this at Best Buy. It was a while ago. I want to say probably. I want to say
Damn,
probably
I
like
am way ahead of y'all
it's
in
definitely
fucking XP,
below
I didn't
$100.
See, I have a SteelSeries headset and a SteelSeries keyboard, and then my mouse is a Logitech G Pro wireless.
How do you like the SteelSeries keyboard?
It's fucking clean, my guy.
Is
Like it's actually really fucking nice.
Do they have a keyboard for around 160?
Yeah, that's I have the SteelSeries Apex 7 10 keyless.
That's
and
what
it
I was looking at.
It was about 130. You could probably get it for cheaper.
Oh,
but
see, I
went
like
through
a
Best Buy.
full. I like a full keyboard. I like my numpad.
Okay, well then, yeah, you might. They still have really good
Having the
keyboards like
numpad's
that
actually
aren't 10
pretty useful
keyless.
for
I was
Diablo if you wanna
looking
keep
at
your,
the
abilities up.
I was looking at the Apex 7 keyboard, but
It's nice. It's just 10 keyless. It has no numpad.
right, but the one I was looking at did have a numpad.
I'm just
though.
getting these platforms.
Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't know they had.
They
one
do
like
make
that.
one with a numpad, yes, and it looks really good.
Oh, dude, it feels
looks
so clean, man. Like,
I
I
want
had
a
a-
keyboard with no backlighting, just like
Can you help me get these?
a nice slick keyboard.
Can you come say hey to the podcast, please?
because it was either I was either gonna get
Doesn't
this
matter.
or
None
I
of
was
us
gonna
look
get the
good. Come say hey
Logitech
to
G
the
Pro keyboard, just to kind of match my mouse.
I need the podcast
but
assistant.
I kind
to
of fell
help
in love with this
me.
one. Like
get
the
these
instant I
beer
saw
bottles
it,
out
I
of
was
the
like, yeah, that's my keyboard. Like I'm getting that.
Ow! Let me out of here.
What are your guys' opinions on aliens, UFOs? Why they haven't visited? If they have visited, how our government keeps it a secret?
About UFOs actually.
UFOs have the aliens have come, bro. Like they've been
yeah.
here forever, dude. I think they just blend in with us, dude. Like Men in Black status.
I would like one day.
Well, Men in Black status, they out there working and they're like,
Dude, I'm dead ass honest. I promise you, like there are aliens among us in that way. Like I promise
agree.
you, like
I agree.
most likely.
I feel like they haven't taken over us just out of straight pity.
I mean,
Straight pity.
I
They
can
just
kinda agree with that, man. Like I'm not
They're
even
like,
gonna lie
I
to you.
could destroy them.
But it's like destroying themselves. Why would I do that? That just seems rude.
Exactly.
They're concerned with us destroying the planet, is what it is. They are highly
Bro, they're
concerned.
destroying my future house. Dude, what the hell?
What if the world was supposed to be destroyed in 2012, but the aliens saved us?
It's 2021, my guy. They
That's what he's saying.
The guy had dyslexia.
2012.
It's 2021. He was dyslexic.
Damn.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute while I eat
at
my
this rate, yeah, it's definitely gonna be
McNuggets.
2021. We gonna get fucked up.
Oh,
But yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Elites everywhere, yes.
But yeah, no, like I'm pretty sure they are among us, and they just kind of chill, man. To be honest with you,
yeah.
like I feel like they're so advanced to where they would have shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, and see that comes along with why they don't stick around or make their presence known
Oh, that
is
hurts.
because there's nothing for them here, because
No,
they're so
exactly.
advanced and we're it's like it's kind of like an analogy of why we walk past an anthill and don't give a shit about what's going on in the anthill
yeah, exactly.
because
That's fine.
who ca- you know they're
I
they're
gotta fucking
just
salvage
ants.
some shit.
That's how they look at us. They look at us unadvanced.
Yeah, we're primitive as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Compared
they
to what
look
they
at
got
us
going
as
on over there with
hairless
their
monkeys.
spaceships and flying through
Oh,
space. Yeah, we primitive as shit, bro.
We're like hairless monkeys to them.
Hairless.
That's a Joe Rogan terminology there.
You can make 2 flawless rubies. You can also get this thing done by.
I'm fairly certain. It's been leaked by hundreds of ex-government officials about how they keep it secret from us. The technology that they've reversed.
Yeah. Well, the Pentagon confirmed it too. They actually confirmed a UFO sighting. So
see, they confirmed what they know, but what they don't know is vastly deeper than what they do know.
Yeah, to be honest, I think they just confirmed what, like, just a snippet. I think they know more, to be honest with you.
They know more. So, like,
I think they were just kind of like, here, let's give them a little taste of, like, you know, like, yeah, we know aliens are real. Like, just know that.
But, like, what happens is there are projects, right? There are these projects. They're called unacknowledged special access projects, USAPs, right? And these USAPs are not run by the conventional government, you know, the executive branch and the CIA and the FBI. They're not briefed on what's going on in these branches, in these USAPs. And so, like, Area 51 is not a base. Area 51 is a grid on a map. And there's S4, there's different bases. There's like S4, S6, S11, S12, shit like that. And each one of it's compartmentalized, so that if you're working on the propulsion system, you don't know anything about the other parts of the spaceship that you're reverse engineering, or they break up the project into parts so that you don't get the full picture when you whistle blow. That's the whole point. That's how they keep it secret. And it's run. These programs are essentially constitutionally illegal, and they're run by Majestic 12, which is it's kind of like a hierarchy above all governments that don't abide by the law. Like, there was a CIA director it was the defense general or some general from our government called one of these bases and requested a briefing, and the people at the base said, you don't have a need to know, and they wouldn't tell him. It's like he was like the defense attorney general or whatever. Yeah. They wouldn't fucking tell him. So they don't tell our government. Like, there's $20 trillion missing from the budget. That's where it goes. That's where it goes.
That's interesting as fuck.
And
into some deeper ass shit there.
Yeah, no, it's really a mind fuck when you hear Dr. Greer say it. Like, I regurgitate the information as well as I can. But if anybody that watches a podcast or any of you guys are deeply interested in some mind blowing shit like that, is a guy. His name's Dr. Greer. He was born in Charlotte, North Carolina. He briefed the CIA director in the 90s, I think, or the early 2000s, on the things that he knows about these projects. And what he does is he gathers ex-CIA, FBI, ex people from those USAPs, anybody that knows any secrets about that kind of shit, or any shit in general. He gets them together, and they make documentaries, YouTube videos. They have a website where they disclose documents. It's a whole ordeal. And
this is a good crossbow.
He explains this shit a whole lot better than I do. He's been on Impulsive.
I'm gonna look into that because that's kind of interesting.
If you want to watch, he's been on the Impulsive podcast. He's got a documentary on Netflix. He's got a whole ass website. You can literally look at disclosed documents. It's insane. But yeah, that's as far as
look at this shit.
That's as much as I know. I mean, there's more, but I mean, it's just so much information. That's the main part of it, though. The USAPs. That's the main part of it. They're illegal. They're illegal as fuck. They withhold technology, like the way the spacecraft that they've recovered, the way it moves, it pulls the gravity from around it to move. Like it has a gravitational propulsion system that it pulls the gravity in front of it and like kind of like slingshots it. Constantly slingshots.
And that's
you know what
that's
I mean?
a UFO that they've kept, or that's technology that they have.
That's what they've reverse engineered from the UFO that they've captured.
Okay.
And we have, like, you know what the EMP, like, have you ever seen pictures of like the EMP lasers that they have on Coast Guard ships and shit?
Yeah,
I have not.
That's how they shoot them down. We literally shoot the UFOs down. When we find them, we shoot them down.
They're finna turn on us one day.
Oh, dude, fucking.
I
Yeah,
mean,
dude, I'm
I don't
surprised
know why
haven't
they
fought
haven't.
back.
That's what people are scared of because they look at us. They don't look at us as hostile, but if we keep doing shit like that, they will.
The Coast Guards are the fire
I got a
ants.
bow for you. There you go.
The Coast Guard is
Right
like
there.
Oh,
the
okay.
peon of the military world. Like,
Right.
like
Okay.
people in the Marines and the Army and the what is it? The water people, the Navy.
Yeah.
No one like respects the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard at all. No.
And what are the other people that stay home? The National Guard. They don't
And
respect
reserves,
the,
yeah.
they don't respect the National Guard anywhere near as much as they respect each other. It's weird.
Well, it's more of less of a joking matter than a serious matter.
Yeah.
They joke around, like they all respect each other. Cause my dad served 22 years, and he tells me it's like, yeah, it's like we're not really serious. They just joke around because that's just what they do.
Yeah.
It's been a
They all
thing since
respect
the
each other in
50s,
some
yeah.
way.
It's been
Because of-
that's the way it's been since the 50s.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
because
is
if
this
it-
thing I'm fighting?
Because if it wasn't for the Coast Guard, our borders would go unprotected and like they like think about it. Nowadays, the Coast Guard, what they do is prevent drug cartels from bringing in drugs into America, like really bad contraband, not like
Right.
marijuana and like that, but like black tar heroin and all that
Yeah.
horrible stuff that comes in.
They still don't
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
marijuana that
but-
gets brought in though because it's not taxed.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from. They get the heroin, the meth. Well, meth is North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, is the meth capital of America. I know that the county I live in is the meth producing capital of North Carolina.
Yeah, that's capital and barbecue capital.
That true. Yep, barbecue is big here.
Oh, on the topic of barbecue and 4th of July, who do you think has the best barbecue?
There's a place in Statesville, North Carolina called Three Little Pigs.
Mm,
I don't think I've had better barbecue than there.
I went to BB King's in Nashville, Tennessee. Really good restaurant. They do live performances too. But I had pulled pork there. That was probably the best pulled pork I will ever eat in my entire life.
That
We-
shit sounds so good
We
right
used
now.
to have a
It was
place
so fucking good.
called
That just sounds
Sweet
so
Fire.
good right now.
The one thing they messed up, which is oh my gosh, pissed me off, is they messed up the coleslaw.
Oh, I fucking hate coleslaw anyways.
I don't like coleslaw.
I think it's so gross and like mushy and just weird.
It depends on what coleslaw you get.
I remember last year I did a catering here in Florida where it was just a barbecue. We had grilled chicken, we had pulled pork, we had fries, we had burgers, all kinds of shit. We just did it outside the Strawberry Festival.
And see, in North Carolina, we have an apple festival in my county. It's crazy. Everything apple related.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how it is
Strawberry
at the
Festival's
Strawberry
like that
Festival. But it's not in our
Yeah.
county. It's like kind of far as fuck away. It's in Lakeland,
Yeah.
I think, right?
It's in Plant City.
Plant
I went
City.
to
There
school
we go.
there and full of hicks.
So they have apple
I believe it.
festivals all over the country, not just here? Thought that was a here thing.
Well, no, we have strawberry festivals. Like, it's not like, I've never been to an apple festival.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Neither have I. It sounds
You
like
would-
you're just bobbing for apples all day.
Well, okay, it's
We're
really
fucking
like
an
there's a
apple
bunch
tree.
of like people that grow apples around here and sell like apple orchards, and they come with these huge bags of apples and set up stands and shit. And there's a bunch of food stands, you know, like country food stands and like people that make like little like bird feeders and like little windmills and shit out of like Mountain Dew cans and shit like that. Like literally,
That's
I have an
how it is.
airplane. I have an airplane made out of Mountain Dew cans. It's weird.
I have a friend that I went to school with that he came to school with a fucking satellite dish in the bed of his truck.
Man, he must get.
I don't know why. I asked him and he goes,
Don't
"Don't
ask
ask."
questions. Don't ask
He
questions,
must get
dude.
100+ channels in that fucking CB.
Your best interest is to not ask.
Yeah.
Like I just pulled
Just
up to
keep
school,
walking.
I see a satellite dish in my buddy's car, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Good lord.
Bathroom real quick. I'm almost done with the bounties in this act, by the way.
Alright.
Alright,
We're
Are you
just
on your
rolling
back?
through everything.
Oh yeah.
steamroll, and then it's just gonna be riffs.
Black holes. Have you guys heard about how recently they got a really close up, really good picture of a black hole?
about last
Have
year?
not.
Or-
It might have been last year, 2019, but it was within a year or two. I had just heard about this about a week ago. I don't know many details about it, but I do know that is fucking fascinating.
Apparently, they released that a black hole collided with something that we have no idea what it is.
Fuck.
Like, it's not even another black hole. It's like way bigger than fucking black hole should be, or some other shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Shit's getting intense this year.
Might be some kind of trans-dimensional
Nah,
rip.
dude. Nah, dude. That's wormholes, dude. Have you ever heard of the string theory?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so pretty much, I think it was either Einstein or someone came up with it. The string theory is based on every single wormhole or even black hole are connected in some way or form to another end of the universe. So
That makes
if you were to-
100% sense.
Because if you were to go through one wormhole, you would end up in another, and those wormholes keep on. Since the galaxy is continually expanding, now that those wormholes continue to expand as well as the strings across the universe. So, if possible, and if someone's willingness enough to, we could send something through another wormhole and see if that theory is sound, or the wormhole is a transdimensional portal. But no one really knows.
Well, see, this black hole that they've
Unless they
found,
have a way back from the wormhole, I don't think anybody could go in one.
I'd do it. I don't care if I have a way back. I would not give a shit. But it's light years away, which is thousands of years with our technology. So,
We need to create a hyperdrive.
yeah,
We need a hyperdrive.
yeah, and I'd never be able to how to
Hyperdrive,
figure
Mike,
out
you
how to
still
get
haven't
it.
gotten
Yeah, I'd never figure out how to fucking get it either. Good.
It's a
God.
lot of quantum physics that goes into it.
Oh yeah, quantum
I'm gonna
physics
need help
is
fighting the
so.
butcher after this bounty.
Dude, quantum physics is so
think we're about to be
confusing,
finished
but
with this
it
last
makes
bounty
so
in a
much
sec.
sense, but
I
at the
think you
same
did
time,
finish.
it's so confusing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
shit, we
did
did.
finish it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we're just
realize.
killing shit now.
Oh, what the heck?
We gotta
That
go.
just killed everything.
Don't get smacked while you're teleporting.
I would love to study deeper into quantum physics, but it's
Don't.
I'm too
It's
dumb
just
for that.
It's
such
hard.
a head. Bro,
It's
I'm in
hard.
college right now. I looked a bit into it, bro. My head melted as soon as I
yeah,
started.
it's so
dumb for that
fascinating
shit.
and it makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, it's hard to make sense of it. If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
It's a pain.
Even talking about it makes no sense, but it's so weird. It contradicts itself constantly while you talk about it.
I think I'm gonna go for the Marauders build.
Oh yeah, they're doing the fireworks in New York right now.
I'm gonna just run past these things real quick.
Yeah, my neighbors are doing fireworks right now.
Holy shit! My God, dude, Macy does not get around with these
Holy
fireworks,
crap,
bro.
There's so much stuff.
Are you guys still fighting shit over there?
I just killed that elite.
I teleported over to my brother.
I'm just getting some.
Well, who's your brother?
to be honest.
Loaf.
Oh, Loaf's your brother? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's all I refer to him as when I'm talking to you guys.
Brother.
I say Carlos when he's actually here.
Hey, brother. You hit him with the Hulk Hogan when we're not here?
Brother.
Yeah, brother.
Please don't sue me, WWE. Please.
Carlos, didn't you meet Hulk Hogan? At some point? Or s-
I think when we were going down in when we were walking around in Clearwater at one point.
Yeah, we took
'Cause
Bianca
that's
for an
his
audition or some
hometown.
shit.
Yeah, because that was his hometown.
Oh,
I did not know that.
legendary.
Yeah, he's from Clearwater, bro. If you go down to Clearwater, there's fucking a whole store about him. There's like a statue of him down there.
Oh,
dude.
it's Father Undead.
Oh, hey,
Undead
Papa.
is
All right, everybody. This is Father Undead. Welcome to the podcast.
Sounds like you're introducing him to an AA.
What is that
Yeah.
dance called?
Welcome. Tell
What-
us about
what is that?
yourself.
Was that the...
When did you quit? How long has it been?
And how long did you do crack?
Did you relapse? What did you
20
relapse on?
years.
Please don't bomb a tower in New York, please. Oh, it might be too soon. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright,
Pete
I'm gonna
Davidson
go
does
hit
it.
the butcher.
Pete Davidson
gonna
makes
be
9/11 jokes
offensive,
all the
but-
time. It's okay. Pete Davidson does it. I can do it. I dare somebody to flag this video. I will link them to Pete Davidson. I dare you, motherfucker. Flag this video for offensive content. I
They're just
dare
gonna
you.
do it now.
See, now Undead, he lives in a music studio, if you can't tell.
That's what it looks like.
Fucking is a music studio.
He's got the one-way mirror behind him, and all the mixing, the
Holy
big
shit, I just got
panel
charged.
of like sliders and buttons and shit. Are you not gonna talk?
I love how Undead hasn't said a single fucking word.
What are you doing? This is
probably
not
muted.
the peanuts. The adults
Hasn't
can talk.
realized it-
broke
it's-
again. No, his computer broke again.
Oh
Probably.
man,
Oh.
it probably
Well,
did.
Hey, did you ever get a new
20th time.
tank, Undead?
His
Turn it
hard
on?
drive got corrupted again.
No, for a
No.
techie, guy, your shit's always breaking.
Damn. Dude, honestly, for real, he has so many
Oh.
issues with like
Oh.
every
Always
game
has so
he
many
plays. I
fucking
feel bad.
issues
Oh.
every
Yeah, we
time, and I'm
completed
just like in my head, I'm like, bro, aren't you like tech support? What the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
Hello, tech support. Is this Kelly calling?
Oh.
Thank you
Oh.
very much. Thank you for calling.
Baby, it's fireworks, since you don't like the fireworks for some reason. It's been something.
Fireworks are
Thank you
amazing,
for coming.
dude.
Come again.
Bro,
I am Father.
4th of July
of
is
the-
the
Where
one
are you
excuse-
going? Oh
is
my
the one
lord.
excuse Americans get to set off explosions for fun.
Yup.
Like seriously, it's like the one excuse we get.
In North Carolina, the good kind of fireworks are illegal.
Oh, dude,
Isn't that
fucking
everywhere?
same here in Illinois, dude. I fucking hate it.
Fun
The
fact.
good kind of fireworks everywhere, though. And they're
No,
illegal.
you have to go to South Carolina to get them. If
Dude,
you
everyone
if you
here needs
want
to go to Indiana or Michigan to get them.
I need some good fireworks.
You go ahead. I need to fucking go back to town real quick and salvage
Okay.
shit. I am
I'm
full
trying
as
to
fuck.
run through things, but.
You know what I mean? Like the mortar shells that do the big ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
illegal. Even firecrackers are illegal in North Carolina. All you can get
Oh,
in
that's
North
some
Carolina,
bullshit.
the only shit you can get in North Carolina is like sparklers and like glow worms and like there's little things that you sit on the ground that just do like a volcano of sparkles. They just do a volcano of sparkles on the ground. That's it.
Oh man.
They don't sell a single firework that goes into the air in North Carolina. It's illegal.
Fuck.
Then
Yep.
again, would you trust a bunch of foolhardy Americans with a bunch of firepower known as fireworks?
Especially in North Carolina.
Dude,
Yeah.
They're just going off here.
Especially, okay, like if they
Oh,
were
yeah,
illegal
they're
in
all
this
off.
county, I'd understand because we have a bunch of meth addicts in this county.
They're already setting off explosions.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
understand. I get it.
I mean,
get it, trust me.
people are they're exploding their brains, right? But whatever. My neighbors are doing fireworks right
This
now.
time of their lives on 4th of
And
July. We're
trailers.
over here with a fucking podcast.
See, like,
blowing shit
okay,
up.
even though they're illegal in North Carolina, on the 4th of July, it's pretty much anything goes. Because everyone still does them on the 4th of July, so they don't even
And-
try.
And the
You know?
cops barely even enforce it too. which is
Yeah,
the best
they
part.
really don't. I mean,
Fireworks.
when I was a
the worst that
kid,
can happen is that it goes into someone's house,
Like, what are you gonna tell me? What are you
Yeah.
gonna tell me to do? Not fucking.
or it's somehow
enjoy my
like,
freedoms.
hit somebody in the fucking face, which that could probably fucking kill. them.
see, when I was a kid, we'd play airsoft a lot because we had woods, and we'd go down to South Carolina. We'd make our parents. Good God, we'd make. Okay, somebody just did a screaming
A
Mimi.
whistle. Yeah, a whistle.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
For
somebody
like
did a
split
screaming
second.
Mimi like right across from my house. But we'd make like somebody's parents drive us to South Carolina so we could get some smoke grenades, firecrackers.
Dude, I remember having that fucking trampoline that we had, Carlos, where we ended up throwing some smoke bombs on it, and we got holes in it.
Fireworks are really bad for veterans, though.
Yeah, they hate
Yeah.
it. They hate it.
Yeah, veterans hate it.
Don't smack me,
PTSD.
Bushy. This one big bitch.
Oh,
Face
too
my
bad
legs
I'm
are being with death.
tanky.
You're even tanking the fucking fire too.
Healthy loss. I just brought it back too.
My grandpa was a veteran, R.I.P. But he didn't hate fireworks because he was never like in combat. He drove a supply truck in Germany during the Korean War, so he didn't like get shot at and shit. Because the war wasn't in Europe during the Korean War.
The Korean War is a forgotten war.
Yeah, no one knows a lot about the Korean War.
It's like you have the four. If you have the four sons, you have World War One, which was the bloodiest militarily. World War Two is the one everyone remembers and honors. The Vietnam War is the one everyone hates, and then you have the Korean War, which everyone forgets.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos, Dad was a first sergeant in the army, right? I think.
He was a sergeant.
Okay. He's about to die.
Fun fact, my grandpa, he quit high school at 18 to go into the Korean War, came back, started high school, met my grandma. They were married for, I'm not a math wizard, but I'm pretty sure it was like 50 years, and he died at like 86.
Damn.
He died this year at 86.
I like your hat, Phoenix.
Good life.
Thank
you.
Mark.
He is,
Y'all got my flag here too.
yeah, he's got the old American flag, and he's got the,
Green stripe.
got the Puerto Rican
Military.
flag, you can't
the
see it
the
right
green stripe military flag. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's the green stripe. I thought it was a blue
Yeah.
stripe, but it's not.
I was thinking about getting a blue line, but it's like no one in my family is really police, even though I do always support the police. But like,
Right.
it wouldn't make sense for me to have it. I have the green stripe since my dad served 22 years, and also my grandpa also served in the Air Force in Vietnam.
Vietnam was a bullshit war.
Dude, okay, all right. I'm not gonna get too detailed.
It was a bullshit war.
Fucking
He was getting
dude.
into it.
We should have never left because literally the only reason why we left is because the public didn't want us to be in that war. But we actually, after the Tet Offensive, we beat the Viet Cong. The Viet Cong had no other way of fighting back. After the Tet Offensive, they exhausted all their resources. So we should have stayed in Vietnam, in my personal opinion. We would have won that. But you know, politics and a bunch of other shit
Shit
got in the
happens.
way.
I agree on that, but the war in general was fought over basically nothing.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
And it's the same thing with the what I like to call the oil wars.
Yeah,
It's kind of fucked up.
there's a bunch of conspiracies.
Like,
about
I'm not
that
a-
stuff.
Not a 1973 hippie or anything, but I just don't think, I just don't think it's okay to wage war on a country just because you need its resources.
Yeah, and it wasn't mainly because of that too. It's like also because it was originally because they were also fucking with Israel, and we didn't want another war between Israel and the entire Middle East. So
Right.
So we decided to deal with them there and dust it off. So, but yeah, it's a bunch of crazy shit that happens over there, bro. Politics are just crazy.
I agree.
These two caches.
And Father Undead's just gonna sit there and nod his head and play with his baby. Cute baby, very cute baby. First time I've seen it. Congratulations on your cute little baby.
She's just chilling out right now.
What is
Trying to
what is the ethnicity?
keep- She is 25% black and 75% white.
I mean, who
Yeah, a little
gave
bit
the
more.
authority on the 75% white? That wouldn't it be 50-50?
The person who gave the authority, mathematics.
Oh, so you're
shit.
50-50 and your wife is full white, so that means 25-75. Oh, okay. Okay.
Math,
Right.
math, guys, math.
I'm gonna bring a
Most
little
of my life
mind
on mute right
blowing.
now because I do have in my neighborhood there's like 10 people setting off fireworks, and with
We've
that
done
being so
bounties
loud,
for every act.
no one can
We
hear
do
it.
Act 5
We
again
can't
if
hear
we
it.
want. We should probably
Have
start
we
running
done bounties for everyone?
Yep.
We
did
cannot
all
hear
bounties
your
together.
fireworks at all.
So then we
I
can
know
definitely
Act
start
5 we
running
did on the
rifts.
first one.
Hash is
Why
is
am I
a
at
is a
50
she,
frames on this
correct?
Shit.
In
Now
the
pissing me off.
in the
what y'all doing?
in
I'm playing Diablo
the
right now with Low Society and Phoenix.
Gotcha.
I'm like dipping down to 50 frames here.
well, I mean,
How
are
are
you
you
in
dipping down
the
to 50?
I
are
don't
you
know.
in the
Bruh.
are you in the town or are you in the game?
I'm in town.
So
Yeah, and
Phoenix,
mine goes down to 60, 70 here. Like,
Yo,
as long as
Phoenix.
it doesn't dip down while you're
Yeah.
playing the game.
how much
like-
was your beanbag chair?
How much was that? Oh shit. I want to say probably like I think $25-$30.
Oh, that's so perfect because I have a minivan. I have a 1998 Chevy Venture minivan, and I'm planning on moving to Colorado within 2 years, probably at the 2-year mark. I don't want to do the job that I have for 2 years, but I might have to. I mean, fuck it if I have to. But what I want to do with my minivan is, once I get to Colorado, I want to turn it into a hotbox machine.
Trap house.
No, hotbox machine. I'm not gonna take it anywhere anymore. It's just gonna sit, right? It's gonna sit in the backyard. It's gonna stay parked. It's just gonna. I'm gonna take out the seats. It has a 3rd row bench seat, which is really dope. So I'm gonna take out the 2 middle seats.
I'll be back
right?
in a few minutes, guys. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Now you do you, bro. We got plenty of voices for the podcast and plenty of information.
I'll jump in sometime and start talking.
Well, okay.
I have a level 27 wand.
Take your Tommy Hilfiger ass and go put the baby to sleep.
Hey, Phoenix, do you want a level 27 wand?
Alright.
Sure, I shall take it.
You gotta come here.
But yeah.
Where are you?
So I'm gonna take out
In
the
the
2
rift.
middle seats.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
rift,
turn
fuck.
it into a little
Yeah.
hotbox fan with some bean bags and some beads hanging from the ceiling.
Teleport here? Alright, I'm gonna drop it.
It's gonna be really fun.
Dustin, when we play later, when I'm done with
shit.
Apex, we can definitely up the difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to
Not
one-shot
sure if
shit now.
Society or Phoenix is gonna be on when you are, but...
I'm only gonna play this when y'all are on.
Okay.
Or are you gonna be on later?
Yeah, I should be.
All right,
I'm not
guys.
asleep.
So let's
'Cause,
talk.
like, I'll probably be playing Apex for like maybe an hour or 2, and then I'm coming back to this.
Okay. Let's talk.
she's
Whenever
not
y'all get
gonna be
y'all
on
can
too
let me
long.
know.
I got you, because she's not gonna be on for too long. She's got shit she's got to do. She just wants to play with me, so.
Gotcha.
Let's talk
Alright.
ancient structures. Were they built by humans, or did we have help?
Aliens.
Okay,
They had
pyramids
help.
definitely built by aliens. Don't at me. They were
They-
definitely you cannot tell me those were built by just humans. You cannot tell me that. There's no way.
I'm sorry. I agree with that too. Like, I'm
Yeah.
I do
sorry.
too.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Fucking way.
That fucking
There's absolutely
giant-ass
no
pyramid
fucking
that-
way. Like,
With
we
the technology they had.
we now are
Size of a
able to
human.
build. So you're telling me that their whole lives they spent building that? Hell no. Because even with our technology and the way we have architects and shit like that, it still
That would
takes us forever to build skyscrapers and shit.
So
Like,
it takes us forever to build a house.
And that's with us. That's with us having the fucking materials that we have. You telling me these motherfuckers had those giant ass fucking rocks?
Yeah,
And
I
we're
know.
able to carry them.
We're
no
able to carry
problem
them and
up
roll
that.
them, no problem, and then like lift them up that way. Like, you know how many
No.
fucking people it takes? You know how many
And the-
people it would take for just one of those fucking rocks that they have
Well,
on there?
Hey,
then
my
again,
God.
they
guys.
did have a lot of slaves back then, though.
Let me hit you.
But okay,
But
a lot,
still.
bro. You needed at least 50 slaves just to lift one of those fucking.
Oh
things,
no,
bro. Them
no,
things
no,
are
no, no,
heavy.
no, no, no.
They use
That's
pulleys, I
impossible.
think.
Not even with 50 people. Let me hit you with a truth bomb here. The theory of how they built Stonehenge and the pyramids and any of those structures that involve lifting a heavy
Stonehenge
stone.
isn't that big, so I mean, you know.
No,
like,
but
that one,
do you know how heavy each stone is? Like the stones the Stonehenge are. Do you know how heavy they are?
yeah, I mean, I can believe it.
They're like 50 plus tons. Like even with today,
Jesus
listen,
fucking
even
Christ.
with today's technology, even our most technologically advanced crane, we cannot lift the top of the, like, you know how Stonehenge is 2 stones vertical and 1 horizontal?
Yeah.
We cannot lift the horizontal stone off of the top of the hinge. We can't do it. The crane falls over. Every time it falls over.
Bro, what if it wasn't aliens? What if it was giants, but then the giants somehow got killed off?
Okay, the theory of how they built
Oh, these
these
guys
structures.
Multiplied.
No, the theory of how they built them is one, yes, aliens, that they believed were gods, but were really aliens. That's just the only way they
I
could.
mean, what if we had those giants from fucking Harry Potter?
That's the only way. That's the only way they could make sense of what they were seeing was that they were the gods, but they were really just extraterrestrials. But number 3, the way the most studied theory is that they used a machine that harnessed sound waves to levitate objects. There's a video of a machine that we have now that they put a what is that? They put a ping pong ball in it, right? And he plays these sound waves, and the ping pong ball starts to levitate. So think of a machine similar to that, but 100,000 times more powerful, that levitated these stones and made these structures. Because if you've ever seen like a bunch of pictures and videos of like ancient civilizations, like cities and shit, the way that the stones are cut and placed, and the way that the mathematics that it would take to make these structures and carve out these rocks and things, it's just impossible that they had it at the time, without having help from
Ooh, a legendary
aliens.
crossbow. Is that Dawn? Please tell me that's Dawn.
And they built all these shrines and things to the quotation marks gods or beings of all powerful beings or whatever. That's just the only way that they could make sense with their brains of what they were seeing. So that they just called them the gods, but really they were ETs. I mean, they depicted it as in what is it? What is the Norse gods that ride the chariots? It's like Thor and shit.
This shit got deep real quick.
Is that the Norse? Is that the Norse gods?
Oh my god, dude!
Like
I'm
Valhalla.
getting 40
It's either
frames
Norse or
in these
Roman.
hectic ass
Oh, yeah,
situation.
I don't
Yeah,
This
it's-
isn't even that.
It's either
This
Norse
isn't
or
even
Roman.
that
Frames don't
hectic.
really matter all that much because this isn't like a super competitive first-person shooter.
Yeah,
or
but
anything.
still, it's like Jesus,
Annoying.
dude. And I'm on low settings. I can't imagine it on higher settings.
They
Fucking 10
describe these
frames.
beings riding in on like fiery chariots and shit. I mean, what does a fiery chariot sound like to you?
A chariot on fucking fire.
Right, yeah, but that see,
Big
like
facts.
if you were
Sounds
living
like
in
old-timey
1100,
Ghost Rider type shit.
I mean, if you were living in 1100 BC, that's how you would think of it, That's how you would think of it. But really, it was like I'm sure back then that the ETs weren't as advanced as they are now, and so they probably had like rocket propulsion system, spaceships and whatnot. But now, hang on,
Hey,
somebody
is
just
anyone
did
a
a
monk?
bunch of firecrackers.
My brother.
Is anyone a monk?
Yeah, my brother.
Monk.
But
'Cause I
yeah,
have a rare spirit stone 146.
Yeah, drop
that's
that
the
for
only
me
way
after
they could
this.
make sense of it. Yeah, back in the day.
We're gonna kill this bitch.
Where you at?
Wait.
Oh, I'm coming.
I don't think they did the high school fireworks
We
tonight.
could hit level 70 tonight.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Unless
That's
they-
literally my fucking plan. Like, I'm
Alright,
just
I'm
gonna
gonna
play a
drop it
little
over
bit of
here.
Apex and
All right, it's on the ground. It's an ability flourish.
I think, I mean, a lot of Americans might hate me for saying this, but I think the 4th of July and fireworks in general are overrated. I don't think fireworks are worth the amount of money that you would spend on them.
But explosions.
I mean, yeah, but like,
But
I mean, you could take
explosions.
gunpowder and nitric acid, put it in a
What?
goddamn light bulb that's empty, and a fuse, and then throw it in the backyard. Boom, explosion. Or
but
these
let
ones
me
are
let me
pretty.
break this to you. Let me break this to you. Not many Americans are very smart.
Yes.
So
yeah, true.
there would be a lot of lost limbs.
Well,
when
yeah.
there's already
lot
people with the
much
fireworks that are already made, blowing their arms off, fucking around like a bunch of idiots. Imagine if they fucking had access to gunpowder and fuses. How many
And
more
nitric
fucking
acid,
people
right.
a year? Like, I'm sorry, but
I mean, everybody has access to gunpowder. All you have to do is go to Walmart and buy a case of bullets, and then take the lead tip out, and you're good. You got all the
Don't tell
gunpowder
them
you
that.
need.
I
I mean,
don't need to know that.
I mean, I
They
could
don't
teach you
need
how to
to
make
know
a
that.
bomb if you wanted to.
Alright.
yeah, no, we don't need to be telling people that.
A funny story about fireworks. There was a guy that was about, I think he was 6 or 8 years older than me. He went to my high school, and then he went to play for NC State, and then he got drafted by a NFL team. I don't know what team it was, but he got drafted to an NFL football team, and the 4th of July, the year he got drafted, on that 4th of July, the motherfucker blew his hand up with fireworks. Like I think he lost like 2 or 3 fingers, and he was
over to Apex right now,
and he was a wide receiver.
Here or
He was a wide receiver.
I'm about to switch over to my.
You tell me how you're gonna catch a football in the NFL competitively
I'll catch up
with like 3 fingers on one hand. It's not gonna work.
All right, y'all ready to run another rift?
I'm gonna go and get some cake, but
How much damage do you do?
I'll join in.
All right, Phoenix is gonna grab some cake.
Is at 1500.
I'm gonna eat another chicken nugget.
Nice.
It's probably more than that.
I'll be back in about an hour or two.
I'm still not doing a lot.
So-
Of
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 19,000.
What the?
Yeah, I'll be back in about an hour or two, so I'll hit you guys up, and
All right.
we'll keep running some more because
This
I'm
should
trying to
be a
hit
good
70
beat.
tonight.
Oh
How
yeah.
you not doing
Like
enough
I'm already
damage?
35, so
Nothing. These guys have. Well, they have 13,000 health. I'm doing about 700 per hit.
All right, love.
I
Alright.
appreciate you having me, brother.
So what's
That
your
was-
base
it was
damage?
fun, it was
Like, what are you
fun.
doing?
Always welcome. Anytime on the podcast,
Around-
brother.
It depends on the ability I'm using, but it's around
I'm
500.
gonna go ahead and add you as a friend.
500?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Yeah.
Where
That's
is
just
in
my
it. Just
fucking?
in it.
Why is my Discord not
I'm doing
opening?
4,000.
Oh, I'll be one-shotting shit once we make it to 70.
I'm doing 4,000 to 5,000, almost 10,000. Which is insane.
Like once we make it to.
Oh, I just did
70,
14K.
Yeah, I'm watching that. We might want to turn the difficulty up, gain some XP here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of
But
damage.
then again, I also have turrets in the back doing like 600-700 damage per hit as well. Doing about 1,000 damage, 3,000 on crit. So I'm still doing a good bit of damage.
All right, the webcam is back, people.
Bet.
Not done eating.
Tab out of my game every time.
Wait, so you can see how much damage I do.
Not done eating yet, but I am
maybe.
done with the fries.
No, I
and
can't see
when
how
I
much damage
eat
you do, I can
fries,
see how
I
much I
shove
do.
a handful
Oh.
into my mouth. So I had to turn off the webcam for the fries, but everything else I will eat on
Pretty nice,
camera.
pretty nice. Why don't we stream it to YouTube instead of having to record a video and post it?
I don't know.
Because if you stream it, you can set it to automatically upload right after.
I did not think about that option there.
Because when I streamed on console, when I was on PS4,
I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
High rounds and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. We'll explore that option for the second podcast. We'll do the second podcast on Wednesday. Today's the 4th, so today's Saturday, so it'll be tomorrow's the 5th, 6th, 7th. On the 8th, on July 8th, we will do the second podcast. And I will
got a wand.
be hitting dabs in my room for this podcast, so that will be fun.
Ooh.
That will be very fun. And I'm going to take a
Dad
bite
has returned.
of a McChicken. Hello,
I have a
Papa.
wand for you, sir.
Papa doing
Father.
the what dance is that? Is that the chicken dance?
Let me see if I can find. Oh yeah, here it is.
What dance is that?
That's the orange just shit from Fortnite.
Oh.
So, yeah, you were asking about the You're asking about the beanbag. This is how much it cost.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see this.
How much was it? 25, 30, 35, 40?
No, 59. I was way off.
Damn.
My mom got it for me, dude. Yeah, it's a nice chair though. Yeah.
I need an off-brand.
That's
of
for a
that.
fucking gamer. He's
Ah.
just sitting in the chair with a controller.
Bro, okay, can we just say one thing? That's such a Chad face right there.
What?
This looks
Boy,
such
looks
a
so
Chad.
basic.
What, this?
He looks like that kid that's gonna become a school shooter one day.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Me?
Worldwide
God.
post-school
He's been
shooter.
hurt too many
What?
times.
Angry Orchard is gay.
That just took his 1-8. This just took. Holy shit. Oh my god. Alright.
Bruh.
0 to 180 real quick.
I don't have a school to shoot up, okay? I'm 21. I'm a loser.
I'm 18. I'm graduated. I don't need to shoot up schools anymore.
I'm in college right now, but I actually like my school.
That you gonna shoot up your job, bruh.
Oh. Oh.
I don't mind my job. I just don't like standing.
Wrong way.
I love college, dude. College is great.
I wasn't smart enough to get into a good college, so I had to deal with community college for like 3 weeks until I quit.
Yeah, I'll be doing.
I'm a
technical
massive
college for
nerd.
Culinary.
So
Once schools open back
I'm
up.
a massive history nerd because actually, let's see if I can move my camera real quick. I have like the historical documents of the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Emancipation Proclamation hanging on my wall. I am a
damn.
massive nerd.
I'm a pretty
well
big
as
history nerd
As well as a shit ton of Legos behind me.
Dude,
Actually, let me see if I can turn
I
on
was
the
in
lights.
history last year, and fucking, we were learning about Japan, Italy, Germany being a part of one of the powers, and me and my friends were like, "Jig for Jews, JIG, Japan, Italy, Germany," and that just stuck for some reason.
So yeah, I am an
Where is
extremely
she
massive
going?
nerd, but I am proud of it. So yeah, I have all these Legos across here.
They just
as
look
well as
like
some on the shelf
blurs.
over there.
From here, they're
God
just.
damn.
They're blurs.
From
That's
here, you're a
big-ass
blur.
room.
From here, you're a blur.
I'm dropping some bows for you.
You do
How
have
big
a
is your
big
room,
ass
dude?
room, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
that room is
it's
fucking
not-
massive.
It's not my bedroom. It's the basement.
Oh.
My bedroom's a hella small. That's why all my stuff is down here. All right, I'm gonna turn off my camera, and I'm gonna go on my phone,
Okay.
so then I can give you guys a bit of a tour.
He's
A
gonna show
house
us the porn
tour.
he's watching.
Shit, I could do one myself if I wanted to. Well, my phone's on 2%. That's not gonna
I
work.
could have this week, but I don't feel like walking around the house right now.
Hold on, let me go get my charger.
It's gonna kick Phoenix for going AFK probably pretty soon.
Okay, so here's my setup right here. Got Saturday for the boys. Then I got the world right here with the TV, all that. And then
Countryman
we go
singing.
and then we go over to my Legos.
Got the
So we
Bugatti.
have Lamborghini,
Bugatti Chiron.
Porsche, IndyCar,
Ferrari.
Mustang, the James Bond original Aston Martin.
Yep.
Got a bunch of other cars. Helicopter, heavy lift, remote control by phone, 4x4.
Bro, I need an
Yeah.
RC car.
This actually is a little bit of an RC car too.
That's cool as
I
fuck.
got a Corvette, and then cargo plane.
Right.
And then I got my dad's in-home theater right over here.
Bro, that's badass.
That is
Yeah.
badass.
And the part that's really cool is that he has his flag right there too. That's pretty sick. Then we got the Taj Mahal. This was over 5,000 pieces. Took me only 2 days. Only 2 days.
I just got a
Damn.
legendary wizard hat.
Actually,
Reminds me of
I
what's
actually
it
know the
called
price
from
of that.
Dragon Ball.
Wasn't that like $400?
The temple.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. The
I think that's what it's based off of.
Wasn't that like $400 to buy that?
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
God.
it was a Christmas present.
Yeah. We have a Lego store, and that bitch is
$400
not cheap.
Christmas present. God damn.
Them ships is not cheap, bro.
The most
Oh,
expensive
yeah.
my Christmas
I
presents has
should've-
gotten
I
are
should've
like
probably have said
fucking
this
$50.
before. I should probably have said this before. I am an only child.
I am not. I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest.
So then we have United Nations, White House, Capitol building, the Louvre, in France.
If I ever meet you in person, we're building Legos.
For sure.
Yeah, I have a bunch of boxes over there that I still have. Have a bunch of pieces.
We all need to meet up one day and just go to like an event or some shit like Comic Con.
Dude, I would love to do that. I would love to go to Comic Con. Then we have 4x4.
There's another goblin here.
here. This is the tow truck, Statue of Liberty, the lander, Big Ben.
Killing a goblin society.
We have a Q75 pistol right here.
He's running away. He's a
That was
pussy.
cool build.
That isn't very neat.
Another
I can barely see him. There's so many fucking enemies.
truck, robot,
The tank is
M4.
coming.
I'm in the middle of a podcast. Leave me alone.
Get back here,
and
bitch.
then
Where you
a
going?
Massive spaceship of the Saturn V.
Ooh.
And, I killed it.
Come on.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. Not yet. There we go.
Another
Now it's dead.
Star Wars.
You ever thought about building the? You ever thought about building a Star Destroyer?
Oh, dude, I've seen those. I have no room in my game.
They're like $700.
Yeah, they're.
God damn.
Yeah, yeah, it's
That's a lot
ridiculous.
of money.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I have some other Legos upstairs, but my parents are upstairs and they're doing stuff. But yeah.
Doing stuff, huh?
Bow, wow.
They're watching TV right now.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Undying.
My mind's been in the gutter since I was born.
Same.
Alright.
Same.
Yeah. Oh shit, I should probably turn off these lights.
Oh, I'm gonna probably be level 70 before my brother even gets here. An hour is more than enough time to fucking hit that level.
Oh my god, it sounds like gunshots are going on outside my house.
I know, right?
Same.
Bro, World War III's coming to our front door, boys.
When you grow up in a bad neighborhood, you get PTSD.
No! Oh no, dude, no. Oh man. Oh, my desk is a fucking
Playing on a
mess.
huge iPad, just chilling out right here.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Playing some Diablo 3, having a good old time. Diablo 4 needs to release already, because I'm getting
Facts.
impatient. I'm very impatient when it comes to
Got me
these
some
games.
cookie cake.
Can we make the difficulty a little bit harder?
Yeah, once we finish this rift, we can move up.
All right, good,
The
because I need the
difficulty.
XP.
We'll move up to master, which is nowhere near to torment level.
All right, because I need to level up pretty fast.
Hey Phoenix, did you play Diablo when it first came out?
No, I wouldn't say when it first came out, but I did play it very early on.
Did you experience Inferno mode?
Ah, God, I don't remember.
I fucking hated it. It was so. It's like running through the story on the hardest fucking difficulty ever.
I am not gonna have enough barbecue sauce to finish my McNuggets.
Oh no.
I have some upstairs. I wish I could ship them to you.
No.
Damn it. Damn.
I'm
This
not
is why
gonna
we need
lie, I might go out to
teleportation,
buy some
guys.
fucking McDonald's.
Dude, oh yeah, actually that's a topic to talk about. Teleportation. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
Dude, I would love to be able to teleport. I
Um,
wouldn't have to drive. Wouldn't have to waste money on gas.
See, I had a theory about teleportation. It's like, don't like make it like a power, but like have like stations and make them like public transportation. So you have like different pods in
Pretty
different
fucking cool.
cities. So it's like you have the city
That would make a
transportation
lot of money.
teleporters. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Here's the people that would go out of business: airplanes, buses, Ubers, taxis,
Cars.
trains. All of
Oh,
those,
yeah,
all
Phoenix,
those
take
companies
this
would
hat.
go out of business, dude.
And cars. Car
Man,
manufacturers.
ready to-
See, I feel like cars would be very more viable, especially with Tesla, because like, what are you gonna do? Use a teleporter to get to the grocery store? That kind of seems like a bit of a waste of resources. You would use teleporters to get from city to city. That would make more
Right.
sense.
Right.
Society
The fossil
dropped you a
fuel
legendary
industry would
hat,
take a huge
Phoenix.
hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
I think
yeah,
I think I picked it up. Did I?
No, you
No.
didn't. You didn't.
Didn't. Oh shit. That
Yeah,
is
The
it's up
fossil
there.
fuel
It's
industry
okay.
would take
Oh
a
man, but
huge
it doesn't
hit.
have a gem socket. If it doesn't have a gem socket, I'm screwed.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
alright. I backed out, so I'm waiting for y'all to back out.
All
now
right,
so we
I'm
can
gonna
up the
go
difficulty.
to the village real quick and yeah. Oh, dang it.
We'll take a piss.
Yeah, like my stuff is like all the way up there. I have a weapon that does 200 now. So my damage is up there. Alright.
Okay. Let's look at the top. All right, I got another topic.
Okay.
Vaping.
Vaping.
Well, no, hear
Got
me
it.
out. No, I'm doing an existential pause here. So vaping, and/or conventional tobacco for nicotine needs. What are your thoughts on which one is better? Pros and cons of each.
I'm not really. I don't know much about this topic since I don't do it. That's just me. That's
Right.
my personal
Okay.
preference.
Okay. Of course. I vape and smoke conventional tobacco myself, so I have a non-biased standpoint on it. Papa Undead.
Mm-hmm. For myself, I've done both literally right now. I ain't vaping because I'm smoking actual conventional tobacco itself. So, but my view on it itself, I think tobacco's horrible. Of course, I'm being biased because it did take my grandmother's life. but she had been smoking for 30 plus years. There
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
caveats to both, I do believe. Right now, vaping does not have its appearance of having bad like characteristics that can cause harmful to your health, but constantly inhaling any kind of vapor or smoke is not going to be good for you. Let's just be honest. Your body isn't meant to what would you say process those kind of things, different kinds of chemicals, but they are there for a reason. They do help people. Sometimes they are addiction, and whether we like it or not, they're going to be around.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I feel like vaping isn't bad for people that are like 18, but it's like for younger people, I feel like it's not that good because like I feel like everything regulated except for driving should be at 18. Like as soon as you hit 18, everything should in theory be okay.
I
Something that
understand.
annoyed me,
I agree
don't know if
very
it happened
much.
everywhere else in the United States was that they bumped up the tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
And like anything vape
Yeah.
related up
Yeah.
to 21.
Yeah, they
18 should be like that time where it's like you're out of high school, you have that time to make your own decisions. It shouldn't be like 21,
Yeah.
25. It's like, but no, it
I
should be
agree.
18. And it's like when you're driving at 16, most kids in America, I feel are mostly responsible when they are 18. Now, that doesn't speak for everyone, but most people are.
I mean, you're either when you get out of high school, you either go to college or get a job.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
either go to
that's
college
true.
or get a job. And
This is how I honestly see it. If you're old enough to go turn 18 and go out and die for your country, you should be old enough to drink.
I was about to
smoke.
say that. I was about to say that.
It's the
Now,
honest- I can't argue with that. I'm not
Yeah.
big into guns and everything else, but it's
Exactly.
the honest truth.
I'm just waiting on
that
you.
is the honest truth. I was literally about
Yeah.
to say, if you can go fight and die for your country, you should be able to have a beer and smoke a cigarette. And now you can't do either. Now
Yeah,
you cannot do
ridiculous.
I
either.
honestly think the people who are not of age of 21 at the moment that was above 18 should have been grandfathered. They should have
Yes.
still had the privilege to actually go buy stuff.
I agree.
Listen, there are people
Yeah.
out here. There are
I
people out
agree.
here that actually depend on the stuff. It is a mood changer in their life. But the fact is that you do have kids that are peer pressuring. They think it's a sitch to smoke. That's
You
not cool.
have so many people addicted to tobacco before they even turn the age of 18 that it's
Yeah.
not even funny. It's not. And then because myself, I was 20 years old, had been smoking since I was probably, smoking, like a cigarette every now and then or a vape.
Mhm.
I had been smoking since I was like 16. I had been smoking weed since I was 10 years old, right? And so going from smoking whenever I wanted from the age of 16 to 20, and then boom, not being able to get my own tobacco, it really pissed me off. I used to have to fucking get my cousin to do it for me, and that's just it. It took my feeling of like, okay, I'm an adult. It took that feeling deeply down. Like it made me feel like I was 16 again, having to get somebody to buy cigarettes for me.
230.
And my views, okay, yeah, I have a grandmother that's been smoking cigarettes for probably 40 years, and she's like 65. Like, it's gonna catch up to her within the next 10 years, easily. And that's gonna be horrible. But
Mhm.
she enjoys it. And I enjoy it. I understand. I enjoy it. Like, our generation especially, we're going to die from something other than tobacco-related cancer, and that's a guarantee. We eat processed foods. We eat foods with antibiotics. We take tons of antibiotics. We take tons of what do they use to grow the food? What is that? What are those called? GMOs. What's that? There's another one. Oh yeah, processed foods again. Like, we eat so many things that are going to give us. Yeah. In the words of Alex Jones, they have putting a chemical in the water that turns the frogs gay.
Bruh.
Now that's a.
That really
Wow.
went from like serious to
shit.
just make everybody laugh in an instant.
That was for comedic value. I agree.
Turn the fucking frogs gay.
But we are going to die from something, one or the other. You're going to die from something by the time you're 80. So it's if you enjoy tobacco, why not smoke it? I mean, chances are you're not going to get lung cancer or any kind of tobacco related cancer until you're at least 60. You've lived
Okay.
enough by then.
Wacky tobacco.
If you enjoy
I
it,
definitely. Go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you.
no, you're fine. If you enjoy it, why not do it? Like I wouldn't feel bad. You know what I mean?
From an
Because
alternate
with this camera
perspective.
off, fucking society. Oh my
I-
god.
Wait, what?
if I
Got
take
dropped.
joy from
Yeah,
something, I'm
Groot,
gonna
I actually
do
don't
it.
have a. I bought a new monitor, but it doesn't have a webcam, and I have to go buy one. So I apologize. You can just hear myself.
Society's
voice.
missing his
Yo,
webcam.
what's up, Groot? How you doing?
I'm not turning.
Oh
that
yeah,
on
hey,
yet.
I forgot to welcome
So you
Groot.
have one, but you won't turn it on and enjoy the boys.
I forgot to
crew
welcome
of
Groot.
webcamming.
We've been on for
gotta
at least an
join
hour
society.
already. This has been a great podcast. I must have
Yeah, man,
enjoyed.
I'm sorry. I know
We've
you told me to start at 8
No,
o'clock. and
no, it's
just
yeah.
get
I
over
mean,
here,
no.
so
I
it's
Yo,
mean,
tough.
society, baby, you are beautiful.
people
Don't
have
let
come,
anyone
people
take
have
that
gone.
away.
It's been so much
Dude, this is
fun.
gonna be a challenge.
It's been so
Oh, I
much fun.
died.
It really has. It's been
Yup, you can't take
amazing.
everything
Us.
anymore.
I can't complain.
Run!
I don't
I
care
can
if
somewhat
15
make it.
people. I don't care if 15
I'm
people
finna
watch
die,
this shit.
though.
It
That's
has
what
been
she said.
amazing. It has been amazing.
You can take it.
Oh my god, I'm almost dead.
Dude, I'm just getting chased here. I'm not even able to put up a fight.
Oh god, yeah.
Fuck off.
There's no tanking. Oh, there's
Might
no
have to,
tanking.
I'm gonna lower it by 1. I moved it up by 2 when we.
Oh my god, there's
That
no
shit
tanking.
hurt.
Did you lower it?
You playing?
I
Diablo?
lowered it by 1 because we were just getting shredded off the bat.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, so like I was talking about before we started the podcast, the shared consciousness between the enzymes and the bacteria in your stomach and your organs in,
There you
in your body and
Yeah.
your
Bro,
in your
okay.
brain.
I'm
Deadass
just like,
scientifically sounds like no. This is actually a dead ass conversation that we almost started having. I feel like that would be legit to some degree, but I feel like, see, the concept goes is like everything that happens with your body and everything that your body does and everything that you do, even with me speaking right now, comes through your brain. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because it kind of annoys me when saying it's like, oh, it comes from the heart. It's like, no, it doesn't come from the heart. It comes from your brain.
Yeah.
Everything,
No, see-
everything that your body does comes from your brain. That is your central nervous system. So everything that you do, speak, talk, think, everything comes from your brain.
I thought about it, bitch. It's coming from my brain.
There's a bacteria that lives half its life in an ant colony and half its life in a goat. And so when the time comes, this bacteria tells the ant. It doesn't straight up force the ant to go do this, but what happens is the ant crawls to the top of a blade of grass or whatever when a goat comes near, and the goat eats the ant. But the ant, the theory goes that the ant did not do that on its own. Like, and people make this connection. So let's say I like Budweiser, right? And so I go to the store to get some Budweiser. It's about 50-50. My brain and my taste buds told me you want some Budweiser, but also I haven't had it in a while, and the bacteria in my stomach likes Budweiser as well, and it breaks down Budweiser better than, say, Bud Light because it's more used to it or whatever. So are you yourself really going to the store to get the Budweiser, or is your stomach telling your brain that you want Budweiser, and then your brain agrees, and then it's 50-50. Your brain and your stomach told you to get the Budweiser, so you go get the Budweiser.
I feel like it's more or less your brain. I honestly do.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I don't want to chime in with my own 2 cents, but
No, that's
I
the
do think
point.
that it all has to go through. It all has to go through your brain, and I agree with that one for sure.
I'm not gonna lie.
So-
I zoned out for the longest time. I just been focused on
It's,
Diablo.
Conversation you can have when you're high as hell.
It's
bro.
really hard to wrap your mind
Yeah.
around it, but
Dude,
it's
I'm
kind of
gonna
like
be
a
high as hell in a
suggestion,
bit.
right?
I
It's
gotta
like
put
if
my
you're
face to
hungry,
sleep.
like you have to think that you're hungry or thirsty first, but it's kind of like a suggestion that the
But, like,
bacteria
what
in
you
your
want.
stomach makes. It's kind of a
Yeah, I mean,
suggestion, so it's
It would be a straight up lie if I was to say that I didn't have a genuine change in my mood on whether or not I was hungry or not. Like, I'm
get
definitely,
hangry
yeah, I agree that
sometimes.
your brain makes a decision, but like, I think that to a degree, like the bacteria in your stomach does influence your I don't want to say we're controlled by it, but like it'll
no.
literally start eating you from the inside out if you don't eat, and that's what dying of starvation is. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, your bacteria might not be deciding, hey, you know what, you want Chipotle right now, but it is like saying, fucking eat food right now, bastard.
Yeah.
Fucking eat
And
that
the thing with
bastard.
that is, and even further with that is like specific things that you like taste bud wise, right? Like you establish a taste for something first, but then the bacteria in your stomach gets used to it,
Figure out what bill
and
I'm
it's
gonna run.
easier for the bacteria in your stomach to break it down. So it kind of suggests things like when you think, "Oh, what do I want to eat?" Like the bacteria in your stomach suggests things to you that it likes, and as well it knows you like it, so it suggests it because the whole body likes it. It's better for the body because it can break it down faster, easier, and you like it to the same degree. And science has been, you know how we got antibiotics?
Oh damn.
Do you know how we
Antibodies are made from your body's own defenses.
no antibiotics,
Oh, then no.
like
I
the
forgot.
drugs, like acetaminophen and shit like that we use to fight off infections. We started to study bacteria, and basically what antibiotics are produced by a bacteria to wipe out another bacteria, which is why we take it. So we take antibiotics because we're sick, we have the common cold. That's a bacteria that we have that's attacking our body, so we take the antibiotics to get rid and fight the common cold, right? But
What if our oxygen suddenly doubled? Like our oxygen supply just doubled.
I feel like our lungs would
we'd be able to smoke more weed, that's for sure.
No, I feel like our lungs would explode actually, because that'd be too
That
much
too.
oxygen.
That too. They'd expand too far. They'd exponentially expand, and they would get too big and burst.
Yeah, that's why we can't go into that's why we can't breathe ozone.
Bro, this bitch ain't taking no damage.
Exactly.
I just got a legendary belt.
Damn. Ooh. Guess I
Click
get the
that.
mic
What was I
back.
thinking? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So we started to study bacteria, and these bacterial colonies
My base damage
produced
is 2000.
antibiotic. Like they used antibiotic as basically like a kind of chemical warfare against other colonies of bacteria to fight it off. Like either in an animal or in the wild, or like, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know where you find bacteria other than in animals and bugs and people's bodily systems. But we studied these
Water.
water
Think of
too,
those businesses in water.
water, funguses, whatever. And so we study them. That's how we developed antibiotics, and we've been competing and learning from bacteria for a lot of our common medicine. That's how we've come up with a lot of our shit.
Society, you know what's really gonna be a bitch about this? Actually
What?
hitting level 70. Once you hit like level 60, it's gonna take you forever. to make
True.
this fucking 70.
Right now I'm doing a lot of damage.
Okay, so the moon landing, fake or real?
Real. It was
Fake.
real. No, what are you
Fake.
on about? It was real.
Fake.
It was real. Bite me.
I don't know.
Why do you think it's fake?
Jamie,
I
can
think
you pull
it's
that out?
all right.
Nah, I really
Let me
don't
let me explain why I'm on the fence. I'm not convinced either way, but I am on the fence. I'm on the fence because if you've ever seen Apollo 13, it would take in the 70s with the technology they had in the 70s. I think it would have took a miracle, like multiple miracles, to get a spaceship from Earth to the moon and back. There are so many things that could have gone wrong that I just, in the 70s, I don't think, maybe so, like it may have
I
happened.
just don't think.
I mean, I could understand how everything could have gone right. Coincidentally, everything could have gone right and it could be real, but I could also understand how they did test trials and it failed every single time, so they just said, fuck it, get a green screen and we'll fake it. Like I could and there's a conspiracy theory about how the flag like waves, like air, like wind made it wave, and that wouldn't happen in space.
Have you heard of solar winds?
Yeah, but they're not
I
on the
personally have
moon.
Not been to space, so I
Not on the
cannot confirm
moon.
that it would not happen in space.
In theory, in space there is no air. There is no air. That's why you can't breathe on the moon. So that's why.
Sarcastic.
Where's Guardian?
That's why. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. There's a lot of
Okay, so
things that where I'm on the fence.
My hot
about
take
for
on that would be, first off, I don't think math has changed since the 70s or for a hot minute, right? So it's not like it was just, you said, a lot of coincidences or a lot of things that happened that worked out. Like, I gotta say, I'm sure they did thousands of mathematical equations to make sure that they were doing the right thing. It's more so probably a limitation of technology now versus in the past. And I don't know much about rocket technology in the 70s to know like whether they did it or not. I do think the footage is kind of weird, but I've like lived in an age where we have good footage of everything, so that all footage all kind of just looks weird and edited. The weirdest part to me, I still think that we landed on the moon, but the weirdest part to me is why did we go to the moon and then we just decided fuck it, like no space, anything.
Exactly, we haven't been
many
back.
years, and then I understand that probably
because we lost the schematic to the Saturn V rocket.
Yeah.
Did we lose it, or did the government classify it, give it to a USAP, and say "fuck off, NASA"? Did we lose it?
Public funding for those programs just kind of disappeared for however many years, or like.
Yeah, because getting to the moon was not fucking cheap, my guy.
No, it's been 50 years too. So inflation, think about it.
Yeah,
Thank God for Daddy Elon and his son Kyle.
Exactly. Thank God for Daddy Elon. But I really, I don't know. I don't think we'll see a Mars landing or another moon landing within 30 years. I don't think we'll see it.
Bro, yo, I'll bet you $100 right now within 10 years land on Mars.
No way.
I'll put money on that.
I'll put my left
that's
nut.
if we live 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay, very good
going on
point.
recently.
It's coming. It's happening, dude.
This is true. With the current climate,
zombies?
man. With the current climate, I would be happy for zombies. Let's talk about that. I would be happy for zombies and or a Red Dawn scenario. I would be fucking happy with that.
Red Dawn scenario.
But what if they were World War Z zombies?
Oh, well, then we're fucked.
But realistically, it would suck.
Or what about some Resident Evil 7 zombies?
I've played so much Battle
Either
Royale.
or.
Sometimes you just die to some strange like bullshit. Like just in real life, there's no respawn. Like you just get
No
shot
respawn,
from
you
some
just
jackass.
There's no gulag.
If
No.
Hey, we don't know that for sure.
This is true.
if the
Gulag is
Hey,
coming
I should
back
go
as a
find out
spider
right now.
or like an ant or something.
If The
I'd rather
Walking
you don't.
Dead was real, I would be happy with that. Now, DayZ zombies, no. I would not be happy with DayZ zombies. Oh, Brad Pitt and the DayZ zombies, that can suck a dick.
Fucked.
That can suck a huge cock.
See,
But-
I just don't want zombies to where if you're flying away in a helicopter that they just somehow pile up into a
Yeah, no,
massive
see,
fucking
yeah,
thing and
that's
run up.
fucked. That's so fucked. We would all die.
If
There's
they
no
were
way.
The Walking Dead zombies,
played
we would be
enough.
perfectly fine.
I played enough World War Z on the fucking on
I have
Epic
World War
Games,
Z.
bro. I played enough of that shit. I know what to do. We're chilling.
fair enough.
I don't have anybody to
Played
play
all
World
of
War
them.
Z
You
with.
I
need,
played
dude.
Tokyo. Like no matter where I am in the world, I got this.
Dude, electric fence, barbed wire, and a suppressed weapon. You have a suppressed weapon, you're chilling, dude.
If they're the
Yeah.
Walking Dead zombies, we're
You heard it here
perfectly fine.
first.
They're
Yeah.
just slow walking their
Oh,
way
we're
over.
good, dude.
Yeah, I will say if it's a fast Left 4 Dead style zombie apocalypse, there's like a
Oh,
50-50 shot that I'm gonna.
Dude,
Let's talk
imagine
about
if
this,
the
though.
witch becomes
What
a
about,
beetle from-
what's that movie with Will Smith?
Attack on Titan?
No, not God,
I am-
motherfucker. No, not Attack on Titan.
I'm done. I'm out. Take a walk. Take a walk for that.
No, but
I think he means I am legend.
I am legend.
I think this
Yeah.
man means I am
That's
legend.
it.
Legend, my
That's it.
nigga.
That's
I
it.
know. Leave me,
That's
bro.
it. I am legend. That's what I mean. Okay, so if the I am legend movie scenario was real, I would shit my pants and blow my head off.
Bro, I would lock myself in
I would
this
do
hole.
that same thing, but in the reverse order.
I'd blow my head off and then shit your pants. Right? Yeah, I'd be out.
Sounds about right.
There's no way I'm strong, and there's no way I'm strong-willed enough to pull off living in that. No, there's no way, man.
God, that caught me off guard.
I'd be so
I mean,
paranoid.
at what point, like, do you try and do it anyways? And then it's like, okay, in the last ditch scenario, like if something's, you have like some sort of ankle bracelet Glock that you can cap yourself in the head if there's a no-win situation.
Quick
See,
death.
my thing
I
with
wouldn't
that
want to
movie,
immediately just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm out. But at the same time, as like,
Excuse
I
me.
wouldn't want to
It's
be
like-
surrounded by 1,000 zombies. I'd be like, all right, dude, peace.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't
it's
want to be like some of the people from The Walking Dead, where like they somehow got caught by some slow walking zombies, and they're just slowly getting eaten alive.
my thing
I would
with
hate
I Am
that.
Legend.
I would
dude,
actually hate that.
my thing with I Am
think anybody
Legend
would.
is like this man's
I pass.
captured the leader of the like weird half zombie people's girlfriend or whatever, and they followed
I haven't
him
watched I Am
back.
Legend in a while.
Like they followed him back, right? They followed him home through buildings, and they watched where he lived, right? And then they attacked, coordinated attack, right? Why wouldn't that have happened 100 days ago? Why wouldn't that have happened on the third day that you saw some of them, maybe killed one? Why wouldn't that have happened then? Why would it have taken so long?
Why?
I got elites on me.
You know, I just don't buy it. Things that like movies like that have world like a world like that,
Why am I
where
the only
all
one
the
playing?
action like they've survived like
Oh,
hundreds of days. They've survived
mom
years,
distracted
but
me.
like all the action happens on the one day that the movie's filmed on, right? I don't buy it. It's all see if that were real life, that shit wouldn't have happened. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
If
Because
that were real life, that shit.
Fuck, I
would
need
not
to
happen.
smoke, bro.
no, it wouldn't have because he would have died a whole lot sooner because they would have figured out where he lived like 10 days, 20 days after it initially happened. It would not have
Less-
happened
So
200 days later because all he had was 3 ARs in that house and a bunch of lights to keep him away. It's like, what are you doing? And like some metal windows, like they're gonna break
You
through
can hear
that shit.
Southern twang in his voice.
You're fucked. You won't hear Southern twang. I'll pull out the Tom Sawyer
Electric
drawl
fence
on
is
you,
a
boy.
like is the
Southern
key to
twang.
You wanna
defending a
hear
zombie
the
horde.
Southern twang? You
Electric steel wall, dude. That's all you need to do. Electrified steel wall.
steel walls. That's where it's at. You throw a bomb, throw a grenade over that fence over yonder, out the window, and you're just straight chilling, partner. I have to cock my face
What if
to the left
only
like
way
this.
of getting infected in like a zombie apocalypse wasn't just being bitten? Like, what if it could just move on its own?
See,
Air
that's the
travel,
thing.
Don't
That's
scare
the
me
thing.
like that, bro. Please don't
That's
scare
the
me
thing.
like that.
With The Walking Dead, that's the thing. Everyone's already infected. So whether you die from a bite or getting shot in the head, you're still going to turn into a zombie.
Well, if
Well,
you get
okay.
shot in the head, you ain't even turning.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, let's say I get shot like 5
But-
times in the chest. I'm still going to turn into a zombie. Whether
Yeah.
or not I got bit.
Dude, that one fucking Walking Dead episode where the dude fucking blew up his whole facility, almost killed the whole squad with him.
The governor?
Oh.
No, it was season 2, I think.
Are you talking about T?
What?
No, the prison?
T-
No, he's not. No, not the prison.
T-Dog.
No,
Not
not
the
T.
prison.
No, not T.
The
Dog.
facility where
No.
they think it's going to be at the CDC, right?
Oh
Yeah,
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 yeah. You're talking about the
That's
That's
CDC.
season
where the
one.
dude goes
That's
crazy.
That's
and
season
decides
one.
To blow
Yeah,
it up,
that's-
and they escape by using a fucking grenade on the window.
Because it's bulletproof glass. Yeah, that's season
where
1.
T-Dog's woman died there. That's right.
Yeah.
T-Dog.
Yeah. When they did that,
Dude,
man.
I want to go
wrong, he
back and
died.
watch The Walking Dead,
stopped
but like I
watching.
haven't even finished watching. Like I stopped watching after some shit happened.
I'm fully caught up.
Yeah, I don't know when I stopped watching. Probably like.
I
season
stopped
3.
watching like season 2.5. I got to season 3 right before the governor came in. I just kind of lost interest. They kind of went
Oh.
off the track of the actual comics, and
I stopped watching after Carl died.
I agree. They went off track of the comics. I agree.
kind of lost interest.
Like once Carl died, I was so fucking.
That was
pissed. He
what?
my
When did
favorite
Carl
character.
die?
Bro,
Season
I don't
7?
even know that. Shh.
You ain't watching the show, the fuck?
I want to watch it eventually.
It's all
Well,
on
you know now.
Netflix.
It
Bro.
doesn't matter.
It's all the way
Everyone's
up.
gonna die one day.
Bro,
What's the surprise?
bro,
Oh,
listen.
shoot.
Yo,
Into
Papa,
this,
Papa.
Exactly.
It's season. It's all the way up to season 9 on Netflix now.
Yeah, Arrow ended at season 8.
I'm gonna
What?
binge watch One Piece before I
Arrow.
watch that show.
I was just having me over here.
don't know,
Like,
I left
I
One
watch
Piece at, like,
watch
something.
watch anime. I don't watch any of that stuff.
Now, if Attack on Titan was real, let's get on that. If Attack on
Oh.
Titan was
So
real,
I selected to watch anime.
I don't
See,
know how I would
Attack on
fare.
Titan, it was good at the beginning when it was hype, but it's like.
I've only ever
I
seen
know-
season
I
one.
know it's good now, but it's like.
Have you
I've been
seen the
watching
latest
stuff like-
season? Have you
If
seen the
Attack on
latest
Titan
one?
was real life, what would y'all do?
Oh, I would fucking join the Legion. I would join the
Dude,
army.
me
dude.
fucking
And I
too.
would I would be
I'd be a
Levi,
scout.
dude.
I would
would
join
be
the scouts.
popping off, bro.
I'd
I
join
would
the
be
scouts.
relentless.
I'd
Dude,
join
I'd
the
be
scouts.
Aaron, like hell bent on destroying them all.
I'd be
Bro,
the scouts.
I would literally just be like, "Yo, what's good?" I would
To
be
find out
so,
he's actually a Titan.
bro, dude.
Bruh.
You know how we would
Whoa,
train.
what if you were a Titan?
let me
Oh,
tell
dude,
you.
I'll fuck everyone up.
Okay,
I
have
would
you
fuck-
guys
I would
seen?
be Armor
Have you
Titan,
guys seen
definitely.
the latest season?
Nah,
Where
I
it-
don't,
Dude,
I don't really
I-
care. Though. I'm probably
dude,
not gonna watch it
Dude,
though.
it explains
it-
so
is it out?
much. It's
Is it out?
insane.
Don't explain it because I haven't watched. Are you talking about season
See-
4 or season 3?
3, 4 is not out yet. I don't think 4 is
I
out.
never.
Yeah, 4's coming out
I
soon.
finished
though.
season 3.
4's
but I
coming
don't
out
remember
soon,
shit.
but season 3 explains so much. It explains a fucking shit ton of shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to spoil that for no
It's
one. It's just so much going
mind
on.
blowing how
I
much
was
it
there
explains.
watching
Yeah,
most of
well,
it with you. That
season
shit was intense.
Yo,
Yeah,
what
it
other-
was.
I'll
watched
give
the
you
anime you
one.
guys
I'll give
watched?
you one spoiler. They
Watched a
opened.
shit ton of
Started
Dragon
with
Ball. Still waiting for
Naruto.
that to come
They
back.
opened the
I
basement.
think Demon Slayer is getting a new season. Hopefully this
No,
year,
they're
right?
they're getting a movie.
They're getting a movie. Ooh.
Yeah, and
If
have
it's
you seen
anything
that?
like the animation from the fucking Dragon Ball movie last year,
Nah,
like other than the
I think
three,
it's
other
the
than the
same
3D
animation.
scenes in the Dragon Ball movie, that shit was.
I wonder how long it's gonna take me to render.
I've been
a
watching a lot.
2-hour
Dude, I'm hyped for My Hero season
upload.
5. That shit looks amazing.
You should have seen Undead's
I
reaction
haven't-
to the
season
fucking
5?
Dragon Ball
For some
movie.
reason, I'm-
Bro, that
Oh,
shit
you
was
know what?
lit.
I
It was
know.
Okay.
It was
Last
so
season I saw
good.
season 4.
We're going on an hour and a half right now, guys.
I binged season
Damn.
1 to season 4.
It's gonna be one long
It's
video.
just disgusting.
I think we'll probably stop at 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take.
I
me
really
to-
liked Attack
Me-
on Titan.
I
I
did too.
started watching the show when it first came out, and I stopped like
Same.
episode 21 because I knew it
My
was gonna
brother
carry
got
on
me
for a
into
long
Attack
time.
on Titan.
I had to drop it. I couldn't watch it because I was gonna be so mad when I got left on the freaking cliffhanger. And
Dude,
of course, a couple weeks ago, I'll come back to watch the show. I
The
watched
cliffhangers-
24.
Stuck
Like-
on a fucking cliffhanger.
the cliffhangers
trying to
piss
keep
me
going.
off so bad. I get up and scream. I'm so mad at the cliffhangers on the end of the seasons for Attack on Titan. I
What
literally
honestly made me mad?
scream.
It wasn't even that. There was cliffhangers too. Also, it was just the fact there were shitty cliffhangers.
They're
Like,
not
honestly,
shitty. It leaves
Oh, you
such a
died.
big
Oh, shit, yeah,
question.
Because I got frozen.
It leaves a huge question, like a
Yeah,
whole
that- you gotta get out of
show-ending
that shit as quick
question.
as
It's
possible when it pops
crazy.
up.
I might just be opinionated. It's because I watched it back to back. The
My brother's
cliffhangers
gonna be
for the
back
season
soon.
didn't feel like cliffhangers.
Let me
really.
put it this way: the first season of Attack on Titan came out what in 2016,
2015, 2016.
2015, right? So they introduced in the first season that a huge secret was kept in Aaron's dad's basement.
Mm-hmm.
4 years later, you finally find out what's in that fucking basement. 4 years you had to wait for that. 4 fucking years.
Honestly,
They
I
had
don't
us
even
on the edge of our
remember.
seats, though.
Text me. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if I skipped over there or not. I watched that show casually while I was playing Minecraft. I think that one day.
I'm
Towards
telling
the end,
you.
I lost attention. I loved it, but I just lost attention.
The latest season will blow your fucking mind.
It's so good.
It answers so many questions. Like
gotta
it's
rewatch the
so
fucking third season.
many questions. It literally explains
Yo, let's
where
have a fucking anime
Titans
night on the
come
next
from.
podcast.
Like it literally explains where Titans come from. You
Let's
find
have a
out.
fucking
Yeah.
anime night on the next podcast.
You literally find out what
Yeah,
every
Lord
single
Titans
Titan was created from.
Let's just rewatch Attack on Titan from the beginning on every
We
podcast.
could do that. Just rewatch all Attack on Titan.
Someone could stream it. That is possible.
I really want to tell you guys why Titans are Titans, but I really don't at the
No,
same time.
just don't, dude.
Nah, don't tell him. Don't
I,
tell
I
him.
watched it all already.
Is it a birth
You
defect?
oh, so you know?
It's a birth defect.
I don't know the specific reason. I don't remember.
You don't know
exactly,
specific. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you later about it. I'll refresh you about it.
but- Yeah.
It's so obvious. It's like, how did you not see this coming?
Yo, why don't all of us just watch Naruto on the next podcast?
Bro, no.
Well, probably
No.
because we'll get copyright
We're
strike.
sorry.
Do you know how many topics we will have just from watching Naruto?
Well, if we watch
Okay.
an anime
Okay.
on,
Boruto is an arrogant bitch.
I said
Boruto
Naruto,
isn't
not
arrogant,
Boruto.
bitch.
Not
Lies.
Boruto.
That boy's
Fuck
woke.
Boruto.
Don't lie.
That's
That boy
what-
is woke as hell.
see, I don't like
That boy is
Boruto.
woke.
I don't like the new. I like the
Only reason I
original
would watch
Naruto.
Boruto is to watch that arc where they went back in time to when Naruto was a kid.
Yeah, there's the only arcs that I care about are like the ones that are.
Everyone,
know
welcome
Naruto.
to the podcast. My feminine friend, my female girlfriend. Her name is Grace. Would you like to say hey? No, you have to like come over
Yeah,
here.
but she
and
don't like the
off
internet,
camera.
bro.
show your face to the stream and say hey.
She
Come
wants you to
sit.
come to
Come
bed.
show your face to the podcast and say hey.
Every girl.
Yeah, whatever.
She's like, nah.
Eh,
Make it
it's
isn't
okay.
done.
She's wearing my pants
She's just
and
in the
my
background,
socks.
just dabbing repeatedly.
My pants,
Dab, dab,
my
dab.
socks.
Cool. This is a family-friendly podcast, so
This podcast has
This is
become a
not-
shit show.
This is not a family-friendly podcast.
okay.
This
No,
is
it is
definitely
not.
not a family-friendly.
If this were family friendly, I don't know what the
family,
fuck
dude.
most of the streamers out there are.
Yeah,
I
I make
myself
no
am
claims to
not
be
family-friendly.
PG-13 at all.
Exactly.
Monetize.
Okay,
What's
let's
that?
talk. Let's talk about this. This is a really big ethical question. As a college,
Oh,
as
God.
a college
Uh-oh.
female, is it okay to do porn to pay for your college?
Hell yeah!
I mean,
Girl,
why the
that
fuck
pussy
not?
on just
I
for the
don't think
heck of
any of
it.
us really
You
have a
get your
say in
money.
that
I mean-
since none of us
This
are
is
women.
where all dudes.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Hey,
if
I'm
somebody,
gonna be
Come
honest.
here.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If you can do what you can do to get your goals done in life, and you can get the money you need to succeed, do what you got to. As long as you ain't robbing,
Right.
stealing, or killing anyone. Okay.
right, exactly.
That's how I
But
see it.
but see, what happened to Mia Khalifa? As soon as Duke University figured out she was doing porn to pay for her student debt, they kicked her out of Duke University. They kicked her out.
And that's
That's
not right.
fucked.
That's not
Who-
right. That is
Who
fucked. That's
are
not
they
right.
to say? Who
Exactly.
are they to say how she uses her money?
My body, my rights. I
Exactly.
agree.
A place where you go to learn and get an education and get your degree to be.
How long did it
a
take them to
workforce in
figure out Mia
society.
Khalifa was doing porn? The fuck?
I think
How-
2 years, 3 years in.
How?
And she became
How?
extremely
How?
popular?
We
Yeah,
know
when
one
she
of these
became
over there jacking off
extremely
to others,
popular.
I know.
When
There's
she
no
became
way.
a
Probably
meme.
wanted to keep her there because of the
She's
videos.
trying
Probably
to
was
have
watching
her
porn.
removed.
Some
Exactly.
administrator probably watching porn, dude.
Yeah, the headmaster was probably spanking it one night and saw a student on there like, oh shit.
And then someone finally came to him about it.
It's less the fact that she was using her porn earned money to pay for her scholarship, more to the fact that they're letting a person like her go to their school, and it was being a bad reflection on what they represent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
It's
they
more
making
about-
money. They're making more
You
money
know
than
what?
any of the students there. It does not fucking matter.
Right, but they don't expel the frat
Yeah, they
boys
don't-
that
Yeah.
spike
If
the
they don't know
punch
the
with
amount of actual porn that's happening and it's on campus.
right, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't expel they don't expel the frats that pull a Bill Cosby and
Oh,
shoot the
legendary
roofies
bracers, I'll
in
take
there.
that.
They don't do anything to the frats to do the Bill Cosby, with the roofie
Yeah.
shot. But it is what it
No, they
is.
don't.
Bop, bop.
That's legit.
No, do what you gotta do to get your money to make a good life out of yourself.
Exactly.
There's a good movie out there called it was
Pursuit
was
of
it
Happiness?
Hustlers. It was Hustlers. I was really resentful to see it because I don't like Cardi B, but it had Cardi B, it had Jennifer
I
Lopez.
heard Cardi B
and
and I immediately.
They had
turned
a
me down.
star-studded cast of
honestly,
female actors
wasn't
that did.
much of her, but she was an appearance in there. But the fact that it had Jennifer Lopez. Oh, that girl was good. She 50-something. She still got it.
I
okay?
never saw this
But-
movie, but
But the concept that they went through all this scheming, drugging man, what they did to represent themselves to get what they needed to do, take care of her kid and stuff it actually was an interesting story. I didn't think I would like the movie at all because it's just a bunch of strippers and girl talk and all that. But it does, speaking of the fact, doing what you gotta do to get your money, to make a life, living out yourself, pay for your scholarships and everything, you do what you gotta do, man.
do you guys think
Hey, Mia
Quentin
Khalifa got one hell
Tarantino
of
is a
life now, though,
racist?
too.
People get mad at streamers because they sit around playing games 24/7, entertaining people, and they think
No
it's
one
an
talks
actual
about
job.
porn stars.
What's the
Billion-dollar
difference?
industry.
It's all good until you get yours off, you know.
Okay, what's your guys' view? Do you guys think Quentin Tarantino is a racist?
You really like Quentin Tarantino, don't you?
I do. He's my favorite.
Anything he gonna rape you.
He's my favorite movie director / writer. But a lot of people, I could see how a lot of people think he's a racist.
Quentin Tarantino a racist? I don't see it.
I mean, his movies are time periodly accurate to a T. But like with everything going on now, it's just a matter of time before people start fucking calling Quentin Tarantino a racist because of
You know what? Fuck the
Hateful
liberals.
Eight.
I don't care what they have to say.
The Hateful Eight
Fuck the
and
liberals.
Django are
Watch that.
great
viewpoints
movies. They're great movies.
of a person's preference on racism is a very tough topic to talk on and
100%.
protect because you never know a person's true intentions. A person
This
can
is
spend
true.
your whole entire life that you're alive, breathing on this earth. You never know that they have resentment against you. It's all about the front appearance you give someone. I have my really good friend tonight. This dude I've known, Steve Koplow is his name. He's a really cool dude. His last name's different, but he's a really cool. He's a dentist himself, and this tonight is the first time he's been racist to me.
What do you say? What? How? Like
really bad or
like seriously?
And-
Like
and
seriously
it's not even that he was
racist?
racist towards me itself. It's just the fact, it's the things he thought he was cool to represent. I'm over sitting here. We're outside. We just got done. We're playing with drones. He's a cool dude. He's a rich dude, but he's crazy in the head. But we're sitting outside. I was in front of the yard. He was talking to his son, and he was on TikTok for once. And he makes the comment of saying along the lines that look at this, insert really hard R word in here, dressing all bad.
Shit.
And
Damn.
I'm over here just turned around, and I turn around and just look. I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm honestly dead shocked. Like, this is a dude I've been looking up to in like for the past 10 years now.
Like,
And he just threw the hard
not
R
the
like
fact
that.
That his son looked at me in the face and was just like, I can't believe he said that himself. He said it a second fucking time.
He threw the hard R like that. Really? He said, "Look at this hard R." Really?
Acting all in-ish, as you would say and stuff. Dude, I don't care what your opinion on someone in the background, but if you think that's okay to no, I'm not even going to talk about it. The topic shouldn't be said.
Yeah,
I want to like
It's a little bit shameful there.
And the fact that he still tried to be friendly after me, even though I didn't say one thing about it, I had enough. I left after 3 minutes and I just took off. I texted my girl,
real
gotta go.
fucking quick.
That's a little
it's a serious
sad.
thing, though.
I mean, that's a little sad.
Disappointment.
There are groups of people of there are groups of white people that everyone hates. There are groups of Hispanics.
Black people that everyone
There are
hates.
groups of black people. There are groups of Hispanics. There are groups of Asians. There are groups of Middle Eastern people. There is a certain group of every race that no one likes. But when you say certain terms, you refer to the whole race. That's the problem.
Did you
Like,
break?
My one of my management things, I was just bending with it and I broke it.
oh,
Sorry, Mike. That's my
shit.
bad.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Yeah, but like my point is like white trash, trailer trash, fucking horrible white people. There are horrible white people, and even like I consider myself to be a normal white person. You know, I go to work, I come home, I'm cultured, I enjoy history, and I don't consider myself to be trailer trash or like. You know, like, I don't consider myself to be a shitty white person, but there are really shitty fucking white people. And
they're shitty. Yeah.
There are shitty people of every race, but I don't like the shit there. I don't like a lot of white people. There are a lot of white people that I don't like at all. And it's
honestly,
okay, yeah.
And if when people use the word cracker, it offends me zero. Like, I give zero of a fuck, because when you talk about a cracker, you talk about a racist trailer trash white person. That's what a cracker is. And I'm a normal white person. I respect all races, but there are people of every race that I don't like.
Me, there's a difference between cracker and cracker. I think the first one would be, even though I ain't trying to put no slang to it, I think it would be perceived as derogatory. The other one, I just find it's like slang as no more than the N word with A itself. Itself. Yeah, it's more of perceptions right there. Honestly, just to leave one more last thing on the topic, because it's probably best not to talk about racism and stuff. Honestly,
right.
And the fact itself, I'm honestly not mad or have any hate and resentment against him, because if it wasn't for him, I would not be here right now. Y'all would not be talking to me. I would not be as into computers as I am right now. I never would have been here. That dude is the reason why I picked up and like, oh, I want to build me a PC.
Who, Columbus?
Back in 2016. No, Steve, my godfather, as I refer to him. Honestly, I'm not really mad at him for saying that or hate resentment. I'm just really disappointed. So I thought he was better than that. That's what hurts the most.
I agree.
Yeah. The thing right now is that I feel like we're in an era where everyone's trying to generalize each group. We need to stop generalizing each other. There's we need to define, there's good and bad people in this world. It's completely clear. We have to determine those people, because you can't just say, oh, this side's bad, this side's bad. It's like, I know how I said, like, I don't like listening to liberals, but it's like, there are some good Democrats, there are some good Republicans, but there are also bad extreme Democrats, and there are bad extreme Republicans.
There's both.
black people, bad Hispanic people, bad Asian people, bad white people, bad Indian people. There are bad people in every single ethnic group and every single type of like group there is. There's always that one bad person. But we cannot generalize that group off that one person. The human race needs to stop having this racial and like group bias towards each other.
Yes.
If we keep doing this, we're gonna destroy each other. We're literally
You
gonna
have
kill each
to
other if
look-
we keep on generalizing.
You have to
each other.
look past the general. You have to look past the general and break it into subsects. Because you can't
wanna let y'all know, you
generalize
may hear
a
a little bit
one
more
group
noise
of
from me. I'm
people.
outside
Like
right
there
now.
are Middle Eastern people that are really good and have done a lot of things. Oil tycoons, and then there are Middle Eastern people that are terrorists. You have to break apart and compartmentalize
I need my tank.
groups of people. You have to, because you can't lump it together, because that's when problems occur. You have to break it into different subsects. You have to, because at that point it's just realism, it's fairism at that point.
Honestly, you just gotta remember this: no matter what we do, what we put in place, and the perspectives we put on people, racism is always going to be around, regardless.
You can't get rid of it. You can't.
We're only human. We have our preferences, or things we like and things we dislike, and some people are more radical than others.
In a way,
You can't get rid of it. It'd be good. It'd be great if you could, but you can't get rid of it.
And I
You
see
can't
it's
get
like
rid of it, but you can let it not affect you.
Exactly. Sticks and
And
stones.
in a way I want to try and depict it and see it as is that we're all one race. We're all human. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're all the same. We all bleed the same blood. And on top of that too, if you live in America, you are an American first. In my eyes, you are an American first. Because let me just tell you this: when 9/11 happened, there was no oh, you're black, you're white. You were American, because we saw someone attack our country and think that they could get away with it. But we were to stand as one nation and say, no, we're not going to stand by and let you do this to our country.
Yep.
We need to remember that, because right now we're at a time where our country is more divided than ever, and I fear that if we let this get too more intense or too crazy, we're just gonna blow up. We're
gonna implode.
The ideal is just gonna implode, and all that work the founding fathers did, and all the things that this country stood for, and everything that these veterans, soldiers, first responders, all the people that have done stuff in the name of America have done. If we keep on dividing each other on these purposes and practices, we're gonna destroy ourselves and our nation too.
To touch on the founding fathers, I think
hell yeah, it does. When you talk about these topics, they're going to escalate. It's impossible.
If the founding fathers were still here, I think that they would be very disappointed.
Oh, extremely. Yeah.
And two, I would think that if they looked at the Constitution and talked to the government, the U.S., if they talked to the present U.S. governments and officials, I think that they would say, you haven't wrote any new shit, like you haven't changed anything, you haven't done anything new, like, because we just have the base Constitution. Yeah, it's sacred because it's 200 years old, but they didn't write it to last forever. They wrote it to be revised. I mean, we haven't added anything greatly new
that says you can add in.
Yeah, we haven't added any new amendments or any new unalienable rights at all. We haven't, and if anything, we've taken away from the Constitution. Like,
yeah, they
would be so disappointed. They would be so disappointed. And that's a quote. That's a quote from one of Joe Rogan's comedy stand-ups. He said that they would be super pissed that we haven't wrote any new shit. Like,
yeah, and something also that's crazy too is that they feared a two-party system. Our founding fathers feared a two-party system. We need a third party. If not that, a five-party system. We need at least 5 parties, in my opinion.
And the thing is, we have multiple party system, right? But only the Democrats and the Republicans get the mainstream views and votes because
there's only like 1% going to any other party.
Exactly. And do you know why? We all know why that is, because it takes millions of dollars to run a campaign. The Green Party.
Yeah, that's 100% true. And we make every fucking issue like
money related.
Binary issue of like yes versus no. It has to be this or the exact fucking opposite. Like, we can't compromise on anything.
Spot on.
Or like just fucking realize that issues are more complex than just one or yes or zero.
Yep.
Yes
Yeah.
or no.
And I think
So it's
that
tough.
I think if you're running for an election, no matter what party you're in, I understand advertising costs money, but I think when it comes to political advertisements and anything related to running for a campaign, I think it should be free because these companies are multi-million-dollar companies. They can stand to give a 30-second advertisement to a politician for free. They can stand to do that. They just won't do it because of monetary valuistic bullshit.
Yeah, and
It's so fucked up and stupid that the Green Party never gets any exposure because it takes millions of dollars to run a campaign. And no other party, there are more parties than just the Green Party, but that's the example I'm using, that no other party ever gets any exposure because it takes so much money to run for any kind of office. So they don't even try anymore. They don't.
yeah, and the issue right now that we're having too is that America is in a position where we need to determine whether each other, because right now each party, their whole purpose is to hate the other side.
Bruh.
You either are with us or against us. If you're a Republican, you hate the Democrats, and if you're a Democrat, you hate the Republicans. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why I claim
Why
myself
can't
to
we
be
all get along?
independent.
Fuck Undead.
Exactly.
Why can't we all get along? That's the
Yeah,
sad thing.
Our
Why
country
can't
is
we
right
be
now
friends?
in an era where we're building stuff off of hate. We need to stop the hate.
Ow.
I'll see if I can
don't have
post
my
the
lighter on me.
paper. I literally wrote a 5-page paper on why I am so fed up with what's going on in America right now, and how we need to come together as a nation and stop the hate that's going on right now.
Let me tell you this real quick. Let me tell you the reason why I
I'll post
didn't
the
vote.
paper later.
Let me tell you the reason why I didn't vote when I was 18. I had the ability to vote against either Donald Trump or Hillary itself. Because honestly, I think both of them are corrupt because they both want to push their own things itself.
There was
And
no
honestly,
good
me out here
choice.
making my choice saying that I voted for one's going to make enemies because people are so easily to hold it against you. I can't go to Facebook without hopping on the post or even on Twitter about someone saying that, oh, this anti so and so or this side insert person here got to be like this. Why can't everyone feels like they have to have opinion, has their opinion and it's 100% right, and no one can decide.
Oh my God! I was looking at this TikTok once. There's this so you know how they're trying to tear down the Emancipation Proclamation statue that was let me remind you, paid by black people to honor Abraham Lincoln and freeing the slaves, right? Black Lives Matter is trying to tear it down right now, which is pissing me off. But the thing is though is that this woman literally yelled out, "I'm black. My opinion is more valid than yours."
That's not right. Number one.
Like, what? No.
Your opinion will never be no more valid than another person's opinion.
Unless
you're the boss of that company. That's the only reason your opinion would not be as valid or be more valid, because you hold more power over it. But when it comes to politics, what you say, what your beliefs in the system and everything you do see is no more valid than what you want to do for the system itself.
My thing with BLM, with the Black Lives Matter movement is one. Everyone knows that you're not trying to say only Black Lives Matter. We all know that you're not trying to say that, but it comes across like that.
Yeah.
We know that's not what you mean, but it comes across like that. And that's part of the hatred towards that movement. But you don't, like, I think Hispanic people have it just as bad, if not worse, than the Black Lives Matter people. Because, you, at least I'm not going to say every black person in this country has citizenship, but I'm going to say 99% of African Americans in this country do have citizenship.
Thank you.
Because 99% of black Americans have been here for 150 years. And with Hispanics, I think it's probably less than 50% have actual citizenship. Like, all the people our age that are Hispanic do have citizenship because they were born here, but most of their parents do not. Because it's like a 10-year process to get citizenship.
I literally just typed in the word Harambe on Twitter, and I couldn't even avoid someone talking about their political opinion that the other side's completely corrupt. Why is Harambe being brought in the conversation of corruptness?
What the fuck?
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Both sides are corrupt.
Yeah, I agree. Both sides are corrupt.
Because like there is a bill in 1944 signed by and pushed through by the Democrats that it actually has more responsibility when incarcerating black people than any other Republican bill put through office. And the crazy thing is too, if you look back at history, the Democrats were more racist than the Republicans.
Very much
And
so.
Democrats have the audacity to call Republicans more racist.
Exactly. Republicans are just more capitalistic.
Yeah.
They believe that you should work for what you have and nothing should be free. But Democrats are historically proven to be more
government dependent.
More government dependent and more depression of other races to better the American people, which makes no sense at all. I mean, I agree.
Their literally core purpose is to fuel the country off of hate.
Like, I agree. Okay, like here's a prime example. Like Piers Morgan. Morgan, he is a European. He came here on a work visa, right? It ran up like a year and a half ago, and the Republicans tried to get him deported. Why should Piers Morgan, just because he's famous in America and he's European, right? Why should he be immune to deportation than a Hispanic person that works a minimum wage job? Why should he be immune to deportation when Hispanics are not? I do believe Hispanics have it very bad in this country. Like, it's America's better for Hispanics than Mexico or whatever country that they come from, but it's still not like the perfect place to be because it takes so long to get citizenship.
Yeah, look at Hong Kong. Literally, people in Hong Kong are protesting with the American flag, mind you, and are literally saying they want America to liberate China because of how bad China's right now.
See, the thing with Hong Kong is Hong Kong was its own, like, I don't know if it was a city-state or what, but it was its own thing. And then China, like, kind of took it over, and they've been pushing to be separated from being a part of China. Like, they want to be what they were before. I'm not 100% educated on it, but I know that they weren't a part of China in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, or whatever it was, and then China kind of, like, said, fuck you and fuck your government. We own you now. Like, China said, you're a part of China now, and they didn't want that. So that's
their tiny little...
Yeah, that's why China did it, and I agree with those people on that. I agree that Hong Kong should be able to go back to whatever they were before China stuck their dick in their face. That's the simplest way I can put it.
Does anyone want to play Valorant?
Yeah, we're about to. I'm about to cap it here in a minute, but
yeah.
Back to the point of deportation. I think we should very greatly revise our citizenship process, but I do believe that if you just blatantly disregard the process to become a citizen, that you should be deported, because it does hurt the economy, it does hurt a lot of things. But if you are actually trying to become a citizen and you're deported in the process, I think that's a travesty. I think that's a travesty. But if you're literally like saying, hey, fuck citizenship, I'm just going to live here and work under the table, I think that does hurt our economy and that does hurt our taxes. But if you're trying to be a citizen and it's just so hard that it takes so much effort and so much time, then I think we need to review it and revise it. I really do.
Yeah. Agreed. Whew. And that got intense real fast.
It's been a great podcast. I mean, we talked about a lot of great topics. It's been a really great podcast.
Next podcast, we got to do an anime night.
We will do anime. I'm not... Well, okay, let's go ahead and talk about Sword Art real quick. Real briefly, let's touch on Sword Art. All right,
the next season is going to be epic.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't watched Sword Art Online since season 2.
When Kirito wakes up, it's donezo. It's over. As soon as he wakes up, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing.
Let's talk about the first story arc mixing with the second story arc for season 1. I think...
That caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard as well. I think that they made a huge mistake in introducing the fucking... What is it? It's not Fairy Online. What is it?
Gun Gale?
No, it's not Gun Gale. It's before that. It's the second one in the first season.
Fuck. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
But I think that was a huge mistake. I think they should have drawn out and went into a lot more depth in SAO. The first story arc. They should have gone into way more depth into it.
I'm just jumping in here while I make some food.
Well, hello, Loaf. Welcome back.
What's up, my guy?
But yeah, I think the first story arc in actual Sword Art Online,
real intense.
that shit that was the best story arc. They kicked ass with it, but they should have gone into more depth and drug it out for probably... They could have drug out the first SAO story arc for like 3 seasons if they wanted to. I think it was very rushed. And I think it was very generalized. I mean, they skipped
Personally,
from...
myself,
Bro.
I think that the first season was a masterpiece. I think the
Even
way
with-
they
It
took
was.
the topics of
Personally, I
the
just
death-
didn't like SAO myself. I never got into it all that.
If SAO was real, I would not be mad that I was trapped in a video game for 4 years.
Honestly, same.
you're
Take
dead.
away the part that I die in real life, but like,
Fuck that. I don't care. I'm happy.
You die on a fun ass
Fuck
adventure.
that.
bro, no.
Fuck
If
that.
we got the entire undead army though, bro, we'd be rolling, bro. We'd be rolling.
We'd have
Bro.
our own
We'd be
Fuck the Knights of the
unstoppable.
Knights of the Blood Oath, my man. We would have been on the
We
front
would
lines.
be unstoppable, dude.
We would have been on the front lines, 100%. Easy.
And then Kirito comes up around and just fucks us all because he's got
Oh,
max everything.
I mean,
Yeah,
like the
good fucking
ending,
aim, bro.
dude. The ending of the first story arc is so retarded. Like they're on what, floor 70 or 60?
Yeah, and then they meet the fucking they
Yeah,
meet the
and
creator
then
of the
he
game.
fucking
I'm like,
exposes the creator of the
I
game,
still
and he's
need
like,
to finish
"Yeah,
Hunter.
I'm the final boss. Fight me and you win." And then he gets killed, and then he kills, and then like, what's Heathcliff? He kills
Akihiko
Kirito.
Kaiba.
Yeah, Kaiba. He literally
Oh
kills.
shoot! I remembered the name. I wasn't sure if it
Damn,
was
we're just
correct.
dragging this podcast on even further just because of anime.
Bro, it don't matter, bro. We can keep on talking.
Right,
Hey,
but
we
right.
got
So
it.
Kaiba kills Kirito, right, and then he kills Asuna, and then just for
That
some
pissed me off,
some
bro.
some miraculous fucking reason, he just doesn't die, and then stabs him in the fucking stomach, and then like the game's over, and he doesn't die. Like, what is that? That raises the question.
We start talking about anime and my brother turns his webcam on.
See, that raises the question of like, number one, did you ever die? Did the nerve gear ever fry your head with the microwaves like it says it was going to? Did that ever happen to anyone? First of all,
Bro, talking about sword art, I don't even want to be in this discussion. I
yeah,
can't.
we're talking about Sword Art. We're talking about how the first story arc was the best one, and then everything after that was trash.
It was trash.
Yeah, no, everything that's clean. Like that whole fucking first arc was great, and then it got real weird once he started fucking making out with his sister in the video game.
Oh my god, dude, stop!
Who was making out? Hold up. Who was it? Who we talking about here? Because I don't remember this shit.
Bro, he was
don't
his sister was in love with him in the game, bro. Elfheim.
Yeah.
Elfheim Online, dude.
Incest is
Kirito's
my guy.
sister.
Hold on, let's see if we can get my flag in the cam. There we go.
Yeah, bro. That bitch was
Alpine
like.
Online. You're not talking about
It-
Gun Gale Online, right?
No, that was
No,
the second arc, Elfheim.
Kirito has a sister. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just I don't remember. It's been
You
so
need
long.
to
since-
rewatch Sword Art Online, man.
I remember
It got
first season.
super weird after that, bro.
I
It
remember
got
the
real
first
weird
season,
after that.
the third season, and the fourth season. I guess you would say.
Third season, I'm pretty sure was Gun Game.
Third season was Gun Game. Then there was the one with that one dude where Kirito's currently in a coma because all the shit's going on.
Yeah.
Bro,
Sword Art's turning.
Arc and I
shit's gonna
stopped watching it.
Sword Art's turning into like motherfucking Fate, where it's just like way too many fucking
But you
seasons
can't
are
lie.
coming out.
Hey, here's
But
a
you can't
mod.
lie.
Alright,
Fate is
alright,
what
alright,
it is
alright.
in
Another month.
animation.
Fate's fire though. I literally just started rewatching. So I started with Fate Zero. I'm watching Fate Stay Night now, and I'm watching all the ones after that because I didn't watch them just because there was too fucking many of them and it got really fucking confusing. But I started watching them again just because they're good, dude. Like they're fucking good. Like the fights are fucking fire. Like,
Oh yeah, Fate's fights are insanely good.
Yeah, dude. Unlimited Blade Works, which I'm watching right now. Like I've watched it before, but rewatching it now is just like clean.
Oh, Wednesday. Can't do that till Wednesday now. But
But has anyone been watching Fire Force?
Oh, duh. Episode 1 was a fire.
Oh yes!
It got
So
a little
did-
weird at the end, but that's in fashionable Fire Force
Yeah.
tradition. But it was good. It was.
Wait, did you watch the new season?
Yeah. Episode 1. I
Alright.
watched it yesterday when
Yeah.
it dropped.
Bro, I was so happy.
What?
I saw that
Yeah, I'm
shit.
waiting for my food.
Which show?
Fire Force. It's on
The second
Crunchyroll.
season?
That's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah,
of
it just
anime.
dropped
Season
yesterday.
five.
Just dropped yesterday. Yep.
He's gone, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that shit.
Back.
Dude, ReZero on the 8th though. ReZero on the 8th, my
I just
guy.
got done.
Yo, have any of you guys looked into the
I just got done
Misfits
watching the first
of
season. I
Demon
loved
King
it.
Academy?
No, I have not, but I heard
Highly
it's gonna be
suggest.
good.
No,
What
it's already
anime?
out. It's already out. The first
It's
episode's
out?
already out. Yeah.
Oh,
What show?
damn. That's right, because the new season started yesterday. Started yesterday.
The Misfits of Demon Academy, dude. Oh my god, the story behind it is so good,
Yeah,
dude.
Y'all
Oh
are
my
just giving
god.
me so much anime to watch that like I'm getting overwhelmed.
Oh,
here.
if you want,
I could give you anime,
bro.
dude. I will blow your fucking mind.
Oh,
like-
these guys are arcane.
Let's
Fuck.
let's
I'm
talk
still-
about
I'm
Who
this.
here has
heated.
watched
I'm
Parasite the
heated.
Maximum?
Let me
I'm
let me
aware
quote
that
the filthy
they,
Frank.
They
all right. Let me-
postponed Made in Abyss. They postponed the season 2 for Made in Abyss, and I am
Did they
fucking.
really?
Yeah, bro. It was supposed to drop in April this year, but Corona stopped it.
Damn. Bro, I've been watching Black Clover. No, okay, wait, no. If we're
I had to
talking
watch
about
Black Clover.
I'm reading.
My
that
brother
right now.
showed me that one fucking scene in Black Clover, and it made me want to watch it.
I'm reading. I'm caught
Black
up on
Clover's
that. I'm caught up on the manga for that. I'm
Bro,
caught up on the manga
Black
for One
Clover
Piece. Caught up on the
has
manga
turned
for
into
My
fairy tale.
Hero. I'm finishing. I'm trying to finish up Demon Slayer right now. Is what I'm reading at the
Yeah.
moment.
Demon Slayer's good. I like it.
It just ended. I just finished Promised Neverland 2. That manga is fucking phenomenal. And if you haven't watched the anime, truly fucking recommend. It is fire as fuck.
Let's talk about
Finding
how you
Neverland?
can. Let's talk about how you can like anime, but not be a weeb. Let's talk about what
I don't think that's
separates
possible.
a normal person from being a weeb.
Okay, I feel like the way you turn weeb though is if you start extremely nerding out when you start hearing the anime.
When you turn
you
into
can
a
chill
weeb,
and watch the anime and be casual about it, but once you start nerding out when you hear the anime, I feel like that's when you start going into like that otaku weeb like culture.
Dude,
When
you can watch anime normally, but the
Yeah.
instant you start opening your horizon and going towards other things, that's
Yeah.
that's when that like you can everyone starts normally casually watching anime, but then like
Yeah.
you get deeper and deeper and it's like, bro, why am I watching anything else? Why am I
Bro,
wasting
That's how
my
I
time with
started
anything
Dragon
else?
Ball and
I have an
Naruto.
anime tracker. According to the anime tracker, I have watched a month's worth of anime.
Young guy shit. I've watched 4 months worth.
I've
Dude.
definitely watched way more than that.
Leave me alone, bro.
I'm sitting here rewatching Naruto. I'm already on episode 100.
Let's
I
talk
definitely
about-
watched way
okay,
more than
when you
fucking
become-
4
when you
months,
be-
my guy.
you become a weeb when you start fucking your body pillow. 2, owning a body pillow. First of all, if you
Okay,
own a body
yeah.
pillow, and you
Who fucks a pillow?
when weebs
He
He
weebs.
wants it to be the real fucking.
Yeah.
What the fuck is her name
Does
from High
also
School
have the-
DxD?
It sounds like
Asuna.
a college roommate when you said that, bro.
Rias.
Or, and
Does also have
and
your
third
number for
third
One
when you
Piece,
start taking
mouse
Japanese
pad, right?
when you start taking Japanese on Rosetta Stone
God.
and collecting katanas when you start
Bro,
collecting
that's a part of
katanas
it.
doing Rosetta
Already
Stone
started, bro.
fucking a body pillow and you start going to Comic-Con dressed as
Yo, that's legit.
as some kind of
Yeah,
well,
it is
okay,
lit.
going to
Fucking body
Comic-Con
pillows low-key
is
lit.
fine, but when you go
My
when you
favorite knife
do
is this one, though.
what's it
The
called?
American
What's it
flag.
called when you do the dress up
Favorite
shit? What
knife
is
is the one
that?
sitting in
Role
my
play.
car.
When you start role playing and
Nice.
dressing up as an anime character and going to multiple conventions a
Cosplay.
year, when you start cosplaying multiple times a year, that's a problem.
Bro, okay.
Dude,
Anime
I
cons,
don't
though,
picture
are
a girl
pretty good,
doing
though.
me,
cosplay.
You become a weeb whenever you start making it awkward to talk about or see.
Yeah.
When you start
make it
taking
awkward when you
their
become a band
culture
kid when
I
it
really
comes
trying
want
to
to
make
talk
it
about
your
this
own.
anime, and I feel like a lot of you probably have watched it. Food Wars. Food Wars
I
is.
haven't watched Food Wars, but
you
I've
guys
seen
haven't
some of the
watched Food
fucking
Wars
videos
before?
on it.
I've seen it and I scrolled past it. I actually turned it on one time.
He
started
said I
watching the
scroll
first
past
episode
it.
and
He said I
Isn't that
scroll
just
past
porn?
it.
There's
Isn't
five,
that
there's
just anime
5
food
seasons
porn?
of it, dude. No,
I have to take a
it's,
piss.
It's really, really good. I highly suggest Food
I
Wars.
want to watch it, but
It looks like anime food porn.
Okay, lucky you are right. But if you get past that, it is a pretty good show.
It's like
Okay.
JoJo's. It's so freaking cringy.
I don't
It's,
like
over the top.
JoJo's. I don't like JoJo's at all.
JoJo's. How many seasons have you watched? How many?
Oh, good. Don't. No.
You gotta at least
no,
watch the first 2
no,
seasons. My friend
no.
Isaiah, he is really against the show. He's
am in need of
listen,
help.
yo, Mike, listen. My friend Isaiah has been against the show for the past 3 years. Okay,
We got more
I got-
elites in society.
I got him to watch
I
the
need
first
some
2
help.
seasons and they completely
Yeah, I'm
different
here
minds.
with you, and
Now,
I'm struggling myself.
Now he doesn't really 100% love
Hey,
the
Phoenix,
show,
we
but
need
it
you
has
here.
changed everything. How he does respect. He can respect it. It's art style. and
Trash.
everything. Nah, you can't. Hey,
Undead.
you can't call it trash until you actually try it out yourself.
Trash.
Or that's
That'd be like me telling that all the.
I am
That'd
struggling.
be like me saying that Quentin Tarantino's complete trash, even
Oh,
though I haven't
shield
seen half his
pylon, let's
movies.
go.
Yeah,
You won't die.
exactly.
I gotta pee. I'll be back. I'll be back.
He's like, whoa.
No.
Wait,
Man,
is the podcast still going, or are we just fucking just talking now?
What?
I think the podcast is still going. I don't know.
No.
Yo, but have any of you seen Overlord?
No.
None of you seen
I have.
Overlord.
I think I
Overlord's a
have.
really good anime.
Yeah, it is, dude. I'm
That's
waiting
the
for
first
season
I've
fucking
heard from
4.
society about anime so far.
Oh, I mean, I've been kind of focused a little bit.
He's getting into Diablo.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
I will put you guys on.
I
let me
haven't
tell
seen
you.
Overlord,
Bro,
but I'm.
Overlord-
Overlord,
Start watching Black
Overlord,
Clover.
watch season 1. Fuck every other season. Watch
Honestly,
season
I
1.
think-
Fuck every other season.
I think I'm gonna
Bro,
watch
the
one
other
of
seasons
Black
are pretty
Clover.
I'm
good,
sorry.
though.
No, they were so bad and so slow for for a short anime. They were so fucking slow. Like I could not finish season 3, my guy. Like I could not. I literally could not.
That's like how freaking
Alright,
Black
fair
Clover
enough,
is
fair
right now.
enough.
Black Clover was good in the first idea and getting to see the characters evolve, but after a while, all their personalities and everything just got cliche. It turned into like a magician version or wizard version of Fairy Tail, basically.
That Fairy Tail
Hey.
are wizards, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anything, it wasn't cliche at all. It
Yeah.
was-
It's
them-
more of like being a
fuck the
wizard
fucking-
knight. It's kind of strange the way I'm
It's
trying to word
for
that. You know what
me
I'm
the
saying, though.
reason I'm still reading it. It's good and I love in the direction that it's headed, but it's more of finding out. Like we just found out. I don't know how far are you guys in it though. Like how
I'm
far?
I'm
just
like
watching the
episode
anime.
one.
I'm watching.
Black
We're,
Clover.
Are you
I think I'm
are
gonna
you
start
caught
watching
up on the
one.
anime? Are you
I'm
caught up on the?
I'm caught up on the anime. I'm at like 132.
I'm 115 right now, somewhere around that area.
Okay, so
I
do you
literally
know-
finished the what's it called, Elf arc, I guess you would say. You know, with
You,
all
you
that.
just
going on.
okay. So do
Yeah.
you guys know who you know is already or no?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so my whole thing is who the fuck is Asta? Like that's what has me hooked because I don't give a fuck about It was obvious that he was royalty of some
Yeah,
sort, like
I
with the
want
kind of
him,
power
yeah.
that he has. But
Mhm.
who the fuck is Asta and who the fuck are his
Yeah.
parents and what is his root?
Yo,
Because-
Loaf.
It has to be demon. It has to be something.
Nah.
Has to be connected to
Nah,
demon.
he's that kid that got killed and got. Nah. He's that kid.
What's good, bro?
He's the kid of the
Hang
two
on.
people that was trying to give have the peace treaty agreement between the humans and elves. Like,
Bruh.
that's who he is.
No, he's not. He's
Oh,
not.
God.
They already
Nah.
showed that.
No.
They already showed that. They already
yeah,
showed that.
They already showed
The
that.
They
baby,
showed
the
that for
baby was
sure.
inside of
That was a baby.
He was
yeah,
the baby got reincarnated inside of That's why
Oh,
was
you're
able
right,
to
yeah.
fight back
You're right.
from
You're right.
being an elf and taken over.
because
What do you
you're
think-
Right, didn't know the hatred of the elves. The
Loaf.
baby didn't know the hatred of the elves.
Exactly.
I take it that you've seen the latest season of Attack on Titan. Am I correct, Loaf?
I'm caught up on the manga.
You're caught up on Attack on Titan.
You're
What-
He's
100%
caught up
finished
on the
then.
manga. He's caught up on the anime.
What do you think about how mind-blowing season 3 is?
It's good, but you're not ready for what's coming if you thought that was mind blowing.
Oh
I'm gonna break it
I
down.
already know. I've been
Okay,
spoiled
it
by
answered-
how
Quickly, he said that.
Season
I'm
3
not gonna spoil anything, but I'm just
Season
saying
3
you're not ready.
Season 3
bullshit.
answered about 99% of my questions that I had about the entire series.
Well, you're about to get more.
Thank God. But
That's
like
the exact
you
reason
got
that
What's
show,
the
from-
1%
I
of the
dropped it for
questions?
4 years, so I can have 2
yeah,
more seasons
well,
to
for
watch.
4 years I had been waiting to find out what was in Aaron's dad's basement for 4 fucking
Right.
years.
Absolutely nothing. It was
Yeah,
worthless. It was
it-
pointless. There
okay.
was no reason for it.
And then that is true, but it led to
He's over here eating that
it
food,
led
bro.
to a
Pointless.
lot. It led to a lot. Who Aaron's
That's
dad
me.
was, who Aaron's dad actually was, led to a lot.
I
You
I
know,
guess.
you know what I'm talking about.
I
I
guess.
think I'm gonna start watching Black
Like
Clover.
Honestly,
legit, it
the
tells
second-
you,
That's
it legit tells you where every single Titan, and what and how every single Titan was made.
Honestly, this is no spoilers right here. The second I realized that Aaron could turn into Titan, I knew exactly what the fuck was going on.
No, you don't. You don't know. You don't know.
No, I had a
But
good.
you're as
No, I wasn't surprised whenever I watched
Everyone
season
says
3 and I
that.
seen that
I
scene.
mean, I was not expecting Aaron to turn into a Titan when like
I didn't think that's in the direction that
I
the
didn't
anime was
expect
going.
that.
I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. I did not think. It took me forever to finish season 1 because I kind of thought it was stupid. I was like, "There's just a bunch of dudes in capes flying around. This is not entertaining at all."
You just
Yeah.
gotta think about it this way itself. they are living inside of walls, away from the close environment. They never mention the fact of the world outside was 100% gone for sure.
It's not.
Mhm.
Itself, they never confirmed or denied it
It's
itself. So like, what? Something's not right. Where are these Titans come from? They're coming from the outside. Where are they coming
Let
from?
me. Do you want to know how Titans are created? Do you want to know exactly how they came to be?
No, let them watch it. Let them watch it. Let them watch it. It's
Sure.
nah.
You don't
Don't
know.
ruin it, bro.
You don't know. You don't even know.
Myself, I've watched up to season 3. I finished it.
You
wanna see my
finished
anime
season
list?
3, so you
Yeah,
know.
but you-
I bet. I'm
so
gonna
you
tell
know.
You still don't know. Like you think you know. You guys think you know, but you don't
I
know.
don't.
I know
don't
enough.
100%.
I know why
know
every
it.
single
You
Titan
don't.
is created.
You
I know
don't.
how every Titan was created. I know that.
You don't know anything.
They were drawn
Do
on.
you do you
They were
okay
drawn on
now?
the screen.
Now do
That's how
you
they were
know
created.
why they are blocked off in walls?
Yeah,
You sure?
I know exactly why. Because the founding father Titan or whatever
No.
from the so the founding father.
All the way
Look.
Three.
So look. There are the two parties or whatever, and the one party hated the other party, so that one party's like royal family leader like left and went and built the walls, and after that he renounced fighting the Titans or whatever and started. His Titan powers could wipe the memory of all normal humans, so he wiped the memory and they just lived in peace in the walls forever. And the Titans, the Titans come from this other city, right? And this other city hate these other people. It's kind of like racism, but they hate these other
the
people.
devil.
Yeah, they hate these other people that are like the devil or whatever because of the Great Titan War. And so whenever they kill somebody in that other city, they inject them with this shit that turns you into a Titan. They kick you off a wall, you turn into a Titan, and then you run to attack that city with the walls. That's it.
They
That's
wanted
it.
they wanted the power of the main Titan.
Yeah.
And that's how they went about it.
Yep.
Hey, so I ask you a quick question. Are we done? Nod your
Yes.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
back.
if you
All
had
right, so
watched
Attack on
season
Titan-
3, you would know
Attack on
that.
Titan season 3. We're going
Nice.
back on how the Titans were made. We're gonna reiterate it for Undead.
You're gonna love it though. You're gonna love it, bro.
Yeah,
Wait till that last final season's supposed to come out this year. So
Thank
I don't think I
God.
should have.
been
I'm gonna
out.
read the manga.
I don't
I'm
either.
gonna actually read for once.
the manga's almost done.
Yeah, I
Only
I
manga
know.
I've read so far is the Dragon Ball Super manga.
Oh, hey, fun fact.
That one I'm caught up on that.
Fun
too.
fun fact I
I'm not
learned
caught up on
earlier.
it yet.
You guys have seen Harry Potter, correct?
Yeah.
The giant
What's
lake.
that?
The giant lake is supposed to have a giant squid in it, but in the movie, you never see the giant squid. It's never referenced or anything. But it's supposed to have a giant squid in it. Because I've read the books.
Wait, which movie we're talking about?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Which movie?
Any of
There's
them,
8
dude.
movies.
It doesn't matter. Any
All
of
of
them. There's supposed to be a giant squid in that big lake. But
Which lake are we talking about?
the big lake right beside, like Hogwarts Lake.
Hogwarts?
Hogwarts
Okay.
Lake.
Okay.
The lake, motherfucker.
The only lake.
The
Where-
lake.
There's
I'm
only
just trying to
one.
picture everything. I
There's
haven't
only
read the
one
books
lake.
and stuff
There's
100%,
only one
so,
lake.
like,
There's only one lake, and it's never
Got the
mentioned.
books.
You
I
never
have a
see
book.
it. No one ever says anything about it at all.
The only books I've really read was the Lemony Snicket series. I read all the Hunger Games as they were coming out, before movies were even a fucking thing.
I haven't read shit.
I loved the Hunger Game books. They were so good. Before the movies were even a thing. Movies did not portray it correctly, yeah, that's my opinion, but they did a good job. But
I think they did as good
Hey,
of
I'll
a
fuck with
job.
Harry Potter marathon though. I'll rewatch that shit anytime.
I think they did as good of a job as they could with the Harry Potter movies. To truly cover everything book for movie, it would have took a lot more time and a lot more. Those movies would end up being like 3 hours long each. It would have been.
Complained.
I wouldn't have complained either, but Hollywood, they're not going to do that. It takes too much money to do that. They just won't do it. They just won't.
We got a channeling pylon. You can use all your abilities.
starting to wonder how big this recording is actually going to be right here.
Oh, how long do you
Dude,
think
it's
that's gonna
already
take you to
been
render?
it's already been 2.5 hours.
And we said we were gonna stop at the 2 hour mark.
I'm probably just gonna render it overnight. export it overnight, and it's probably gonna take all day of tomorrow to upload it to YouTube. So
That's easily gonna be that size on your computer. Ooh, what are you using to record it?
I'm just using OBS and
OBS?
Discord. Yeah, I was gonna use.
Dude, this podcast has gone everywhere. We went from talking about conspiracies to black holes to racism in America to now
politics, to anime.
Dude, we've bounced.
We've
We've bounced from
While
everything.
my brother was gone, this shit escalated really quickly when it came to politics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
You
sports.
don't want to hear my.
Let's talk about
thoughts on that.
sports and the fixation of sports for the exploit of betting and money. Let's talk about
Talking
that.
to a bunch of nerds about sports.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
right?
like,
I
I
have no
got nothing to
opinion
do
on
with
the
sports.
matter.
The only thing I had to do with sports was like 7th grade year playing baseball.
I have no opinion on the matter. Let me tell you.
let's talk about
because
sports
I think
betting.
sports
Do you
are
guys
just-
think sports betting should be allowed? Because it really could influence the way a game comes out.
I mean, yeah.
Not really. I
Not
guess.
necessarily, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think you're just overthinking it.
If anyone,
my
if
opinion.
anyone went off the betting
'Cause
for
I mean-
Back to the Future, they would have won a lot of money with the Cubs.
Let's talk about okay. So like,
I
there's a
gotta go.
movie about how a team in the like 60s or the 50s. It's like the White Sox. I think it's the White Sox. It's called like the
Illinois.
Six. It's like the Six or something. They threw the World Series, but they never got convicted of it. Like no one ever got to the full bottom of it. You know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy. Like if someone offers you enough money and you're like, let's say I'm Tom Brady and I've already won 5 Super Bowls, and I know I'm only gonna make a certain amount of money off my next Super Bowl win. Somebody offers me $1 billion to throw the next Super Bowl.
I just wish I could hit my vape, but it's broken.
It would most definitely influence you in a certain way. Like, because if you've ever seen The Longest Yard, I mean, Adam Sandler goes to jail for that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about actors. All right, who is your favorite actor?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, don't at me.
The Rock?
Johnny
Okay.
Depp, don't at me.
Johnny
Don't
Depp.
at me.
We got The Rock. We got Johnny Depp. I'm gonna go with. I'm definitely gonna go with Brad Pitt. Definitely gonna go with Brad Pitt.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I definitely got to go with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
That's my
Always.
dad.
That's a good one. I mean, Will
I mean,
Ferrell.
his name's Jim
I have a
Carrey,
lot
but
of
it's not that Jim Carrey.
favorites.
One thing I remember from Carlos is his profile picture on PS4 was Aaron as a Titan, and every time I looked at it, I thought he got someone like custom made it for him because it looked like him when he had long hair just going down the sides.
That would have been dope, custom made.
Oh,
yeah.
my god, I need a Mountain Dew, bro. Holy
Here you
shit.
go. It's a crossbow. I just dropped it for you.
I think Will
Ooh,
Ferrell is a
trash.
very funny person. I think Will Ferrell is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude,
hilarious. I'm not gonna,
you
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna lie.
Alright, we went on actors. Favorite comedian.
Favorite comedian?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, hang
I'll
on.
have to go with Dave Chappelle.
I love
Chappelle,
Dave
maybe.
Chappelle. I
Old
love Dave
Chappelle,
Chappelle.
but-
Oh, Chappelle, yeah. Okay.
Like
Talking
all
about
his
favorite
new stand-ups
stand-up
are kinda
comedian?
poopy.
Favorite
Huh?
stand-up? Favorite stand-up
Yeah,
comedian?
Yeah, stand up, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Joe Rogan. He's not the most well known for his stand-up, but I'm going with Joe Rogan.
I'd also have to go with Fluffy.
He's funny. Gabriel
Yeah, he is.
Iglesias.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
He's funny.
Most favorite movie of all time. Name it now.
Super 8.
Fuck, dude. Can we do movie series?
No. You gotta name one movie. You can't put between multiple ones. You can't compare them.
Alright,
Super
if we're
8.
going if we're going off the amount of times I've rewatched it, I'd have to go with Transformers 2.
I'm going with Super 8.
Probably Back to the Future, to be honest. Number 2.
Speed
I have
Racer.
no idea.
Speed Racer, the original.
That is a good movie.
It's not because it was one of the most critically acclaimed movies whatsoever. It's not. It's just what it left an impact on the industry itself and how they portrayed the movie. It changed my perspective of movies as a kid itself.
Yeah,
Speed
I'm
Racer
gonna
was
have to
so
go with
awesome.
Super 8 for sure. Have
That
you guys
one or
ever seen
Triple
that?
X, the original Triple X movie.
No,
Only
no.
dude here who like is just like into superhero movies. Like,
Oh
oh,
no,
here, my
well,
favorite
I'm
movie's
into
gotta be
superhero
Spider-Man
movies.
3.
I love
I just
I
look at
love
it.
the Avengers, man.
I know a
love
lot of
superhero
people
movies.
just like I know a lot of people disagree with me. I just cannot accept the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I can't accept.
What's his name? Tom Felton.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
He's
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
perfect,
know,
dude.
man.
I
You
think
think
we're
he's
going-
perfect for it?
If we're going with the Amazing Spider-Man comic, he fits perfectly.
Yeah,
His
I think.
demeanor.
What's his
and-
face did a better job though. What's his face? What's his
I don't
name?
think so.
Tobey
I
Maguire?
do not
What's the
think
other
so.
guy's name?
Which
The
one?
one
There was two
before,
more.
I don't know.
Like
I
the
don't know
original, the what came in like the 2000s or
Tobey
whatever.
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
and
I think he did a shit job. I'm sorry, I don't see him as Spider-Man in my opinion, but that's
Bruh.
again my opinion.
Your opinion is valid as to yourself, so. it's not
Who
wrong.
Pizza time.
who
It's
does
pizza
the
time, people.
Batman movies?
Pizza time.
Who's been the best Batman actor?
That's what I'm trying to think. Who does
Not Ben
Batman? Like
Affleck.
who
Not Ben
does
Affleck.
Batman?
Don't
The
put
It's
last
not
one
Ben
was
Affleck.
Christian
No.
Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah, I think Christian Bale
Christian
does the
Bale.
best
I do not
Batman.
I
like
meant
Ben
to say
Affleck as the
Joker. That's
fucking
my
Batman.
bad. I meant to say Joker. That's my bad.
I
Oh,
think
your
the new
favorite
Joker
Joker?
is amazing.
If
Oh,
I were
Nicholson.
going off voice, I would have to go with Mark Hamill's
Rest in
Joker.
peace, the OG Joker, dude.
I think Heath Ledger does a
Portrayal
really
of the
good
Joker
job.
was such
Rest
a
He
in
does,
peace,
he does in that
dude.
sense. But if you think about how the Joker is in like all the shows and all the comics, I
Insane.
think Jack Nicholson did the best.
Is that the newest one?
No.
Holy shit.
Who plays the
Jack
newest one?
Nicholson's
Who's the
an
guy
old
that plays him in the
Mm.
newest one?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
got a
I think he
fucking
captures
legendary,
the insane side
two-handed
better.
weapon.
Wait, who does the newest one? Which one
Look at
is that?
Joaquin
Shit's
Phoenix.
fucking
The one
2019
where it's like the
Joker?
Joker backstory and everything.
Oh, that movie
was
was
from
so good.
Gotham?
It was a great movie.
It's like the
know
newest
what?
one that came out like last year.
What the fuck? I haven't seen that shit.
It's called
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
it's
you
He,
need to watch it.
dude,
It's so
he
good.
portrays the actual insane side so good. There are parts of that movie that he imagines. Like he goes to the supermarket with this girl he meets, but he never talked to this girl. Like it's all his imagination.
Wait.
yes,
Okay, I did watch it. I'm over here tripping.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, what the
And,
fuck?
like,
Yeah,
right
I did
before-
watch it.
Right
That was a
before
good
he
movie.
right before he
It was great.
snaps,
I loved it.
like he's about to snap, right? Like he just gets fired from his job. People are about to find out he killed those people on the train or whatever.
That scene.
And he goes
where
to the
he's walking on his
door.
Job, oh my god.
Oh fuck!
Shit
He
was
goes to the door.
hilarious.
He goes to the door of that girl, right? Like his neighbor or whatever. They like he thought he was dating, and like he knocks on the door, and she just like confused, like what the fuck are you doing? And he just thinks that they're like this whole couple and everything, and it's just he fucking snaps after that, and it's a wrap. Like it really
that was a
captures
really
the
good
fucking
movie.
insane asylum side of who the Joker is. Like it's
That
But
scene
if
where
I were to
he's
go
leaving the
off
job.
like the voice of the Joker, it would have to be Mark Hamill's, hands down.
Yeah, he's the original 100% voice actor. Like that's where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Are we still recording?
yeah.
Do we
I
have,
realized.
actually, I have a question. Do we have any musicians in this group?
Groot makes
Oh, my
music.
My brother
Groot
can play
Groot
some guitar.
Groot
I can
makes
play
music.
guitar a little bit, but
I can play guitar and
All right, I want to talk about the soundtrack of Endgame and how amazing it was.
It was.
I didn't actually listen to the soundtrack.
Nothing
if
beats the
you-
soundtrack of Star Wars, though.
My favorite part of the soundtrack was Portals. When they came through the portals, the way they built it up continually as they continually added heroes to the soundtrack, and they continually added it. It
Oh,
just
and that just
continually it brought it to that moment that truly sold the series. It truly just sold that moment that cemented it in your head. I truly believe that.
No one has ever made a better
where'd you
soundtrack
go?
than whoever not Mark
my
Hamill, but
internet died for a second, I guess.
I forget the
Ah,
name of the
I
orchestra
feel.
that they hired for the Star Wars movies, but that is the best soundtrack to a movies ever.
Yeah, Star Wars.
That's the second orchestra. The 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so technically, movies 1, 2, and 3 are movies 4, 5, and 6, and movies 4, 5, and 6 are the first movies, the first 3. The first 3 have the best soundtrack. The second 3 have a great soundtrack as well. But I think Disney kept it alive, but I think they really kind of fucked it up.
The,
oh, they
I think-
definitely fucked it up. They Disneyfied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't fight
But I
it.
haven't
But
watched Star Wars.
the
since
trailer
the-
though,
Uh,
the
before
trailer
Disney
to
took
the
over.
last Star Wars movie what the trailer soundtrack to that was pretty good.
They
The
killed
way
the
they
movie.
built
The
it up.
movie was not really as great as
I've
it
yet,
should
I've
have
yet to
been.
see it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
yet, I've yet
true.
to see it, so please don't talk about it.
See, I haven't watched any Star Wars movies since like before Disney
Bro,
took over.
I really wish they do a movie series on the Old Republic. They need to do it.
The Clone
Oh,
Wars need a movie
Either-
series.
Either a movie series or a TV series of the Old Republic,
Movie.
because there's
TV won't do
so
it.
much
TV won't do it.
source material for that. There's so much source material. They can make so much money off of that.
Disney
Like, I know
fucked the
they're-
lightsaber up so bad.
Yeah, they did.
Who here has seen The Mandalorian?
Who
I
has
haven't.
it?
I haven't. I don't have Disney
never
Plus.
was
I
good.
refuse.
Oh, really?
I refuse
really
to pay
enjoyed
for
it.
Disney
I got it because
Plus.
I
It
got
was
a
good,
kid.
yeah.
The first 2 or 3 episodes,
Put on some
I
Mickey
was kind
Mouse
of like
for the
getting a
kid.
little worried because it didn't seem like the episodes had any like plot to them. It was just like random mini episodes, and I was like, is this gonna have any point to it? But after about 3 or 4 episodes, once it introduced the characters, it kind of tied it together pretty well.
Have you guys
Yeah,
seen
I
Solo?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good as hell.
I've watched the
Solo
first
was
two
good.
one.
You guys
I
seen
haven't
Solo though?
either. I recently just got into Star Wars. About 2 or 3 months ago, I've been to watch like all of them. I just watched everything all at once.
Have you seen the Han Solo spin-off though?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's good.
I haven't watched it.
They should do an Obi-Wan spin-off.
The last season of the Clone
That'd be
Wars
cool.
brought a tear to my eye, dude.
I didn't finish that yet. I started it. I haven't finished it.
It's
Yeah,
so good,
Cool.
dude.
I figured, dude. I was so
I know you
excited when
started
they
getting
announced
me
it.
into it, Carlos.
Let's talk about
I
our
was so
youth.
happy when they announced
Let's talk
it.
about our youth for a minute. What about shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Damn, I forgot.
What
Oh
about
shit.
it, dude? What
No,
about it?
youth TV shows that we used to watch. Let's talk about Total Drama Island. What about that?
That show was garbage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my brother liked that show.
Who
I
remembers
thought
that?
that show was garbage.
Who? It was garbage,
Pathetic.
but at
The
the
first
time,
season was good. As it continued, it got bad.
yeah.
I will say
Total Drama World Tour.
Every
thought that
fucking
show was
scene
so dumb,
sequence,
dude.
I wanted to fucking blow.
Like
a
another
shotgun.
one was
I
like
wanna be
Johnny
famous.
Test, dude. I fucking couldn't stand
I
that.
couldn't either. I couldn't either.
watched that
Johnny
for
Test.
so long on TV.
Bro,
I couldn't
alright.
stand that.
When I go
Dude.
back and watch TV shows that I used to watch as a kid,
It's not
I
the same
very
anymore.
strongly believe that they gave me ADHD.
Bruh.
They
They
ruined
gave
they
me
ADHD.
ruined my
Yo.
life.
Bro.
Maybe
Danny-
Johnny Test gave me ADHD.
Dude, Danny Phantom though, oh my god, Danny
Yeah.
Phantom was a top tier show.
Did
It
y'all
was.
watch the
I liked
Avengers
it.
In movie?
The what?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah,
fucking watched that
dude,
shit on
yeah,
Netflix.
bro.
You're throwing me back,
Okay,
bro.
good.
What movie?
Good.
I still have that
Invader
Invader
Zim
poster
movie.
that I got
Oh.
when I went to
No, I didn't watch that
MegaCon
movie,
with,
no.
some friends.
Bro, oh my god.
Invader
And
Zim was good though.
My my first ever cartoon crush when I was a kid was Kim Possible, dude.
Bro. Dude.
Kim fucking
What about Zoe
dude.
101 though?
Oh shit.
Well, Jamie
Did you
Lynn.
watch the
Well,
Rocco's
Jamie Lynn,
the
bring
Rocco
that
movie
into the
they
mix.
dropped too, with the
Oh, they
Invaders
dropped
In
one?
movie. Yeah, Rocco movie
I didn't realize. I gotta watch that. But let me just.
was good as fuck too.
It's like I'm in the middle of Iraq right now. I just hear nothing
need to
but
make- I need to make a
explosions.
Zim
pod
drew this up and I bought it.
Let's see.
Oh
Carlos.
wow, that's
Ooh.
good.
Hang on, I got one. I got something. Hang on.
Look at Discord.
Okay, guys, it's time for show and tell.
When I went to MegaCon, I bought this from the dude who was the original artist.
Oh
You're
fucking
showing
yeah.
off our dildo collection?
Oh. Don't you
Mine's a
have
little.
camera?
Mine's a little retro though.
I don't. I have a new monitor.
Oh shit.
I can
That's
connect
nice.
on my phone and use my FaceTime camera, but that seems a bit arcade.
It's signed by somebody.
Hey, your mic is better on
Wait,
Discord.
Scarlett Johansson's on Saturday Night Live?
Oh well, shit. If we're showing that off, hold on. Let me show y'all my fucking Comic-Con fucking picture.
Also, his wall
What
of pops.
the hell, Undead?
Undead,
Yeah, I'm
what
testing
the
this.
Oh,
This
he's a
weeb over here.
fucking weeb.
This versus
Hey,
the speakers.
Weeb.
There's this difference. This one from Nagasaki,
This
Japan.
one,
Regular
this
shit.
is
shit.
fucking.
Oh,
This one's
that's
a
the
metal
drip.
one. This is metal plate, so it's fucking dope as fuck. I just haven't gotten frames to put them up. And then,
Yeah, that's.
and then that one
Oh
is
wow.
the fucking Sunny from One Piece
I like that.
That's nice.
with his fucking hat right there, dude. It's so clean.
That is clean.
Like I went to Comic-Con just to get fucking art.
Sweet.
I like that.
Do the
I
same
do like
shit.
that.
Went to Comic-con
I have a fucking Heath Ledger Joker
just to
poster
impress a
up on
girl,
my right side.
and it worked.
I got
It
a
worked.
sword.
Okay,
Well,
let's
that's
go
fun.
with favorite alcoholic beverage.
Oh Lord.
UV
Hey,
blue.
I'm underage. I can't.
Lemon Coke, or
Oh no, no
I
one
do like a
knows that
Moscow
here.
Mule. It's a type
Your
2
face
Mule.
doesn't have a number on it.
Your face doesn't have a number on it. You called yourself out, buddy.
I'm 21.
Are you really now?
I'll show you my ID.
Lucky bitch.
Well, if it's a forged ID, how can
I
I believe
just
that?
turned
I'm scanning
21,
it.
April 3rd, 1999. April 3rd.
Yeah, he's
April
21.
3rd.
Yeah, he's 21.
1999. Yeah, if he's 21.
I'm 23, April 13, 1999. So yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I'm too
Brother's
old.
about to be
And
in his 30s.
1997.
I mean,
almost
I
said
guess
1999.
anybody
I've
can
done lost
say
my
it,
fucking
but-
mind.
I guess anybody can say it, but these 13 Budweiser bottles will vouch. 12, not 13.
I downed a bottle of vodka last time I had one.
No thanks on that one.
The
I'll
last
stick to
time-
my beer.
The last time, well, no, okay, so I think I was a sophomore. So sophomore year, There was a- there was a big-
Yeah, I had to go fucking repair.
My heart.
there was a big house party. But
I'm trying to
moral
remember
of the
all of it.
story, there was a
Oh, yeah, I
14-year-old.
noticed. I came back and you were just single-handedly fighting shit.
There was moral of the story. This 14-year-old dude, he downed a half a bottle of vodka. He weighed like 100
no.
pounds. Weighed like 100 pounds. He shit and pissed all over a couch, and he
Ew.
blew
See,
a
I only
point.
downed a small bottle of vodka.
This man,
I
no,
didn't
this was
do
a
the
half
whole
gallon.
bottle.
This man downed easily a
Half
whole.
gallon, dude?
He
What?
downed.
Bad.
He downed easily a half of a half gallon, and he
Yep, that's how
pissed.
you should piss yourself.
He pissed and shit all over this couch, threw up everywhere. He blew a .29, had to go to the hospital because he had alcohol poisoning.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. That'll
Who
do
would've
it to you.
thought?
Yeah.
That's how that happens.
Yep. It was terrible. It was very terrible. But fun day, fun night, very fun.
One night.
Fun night, my ass.
Fun
Someone
night.
almost
Night
died.
for him was not a fun night for him.
Not for him, but for everybody else, it was pretty okay. But
As long as it wasn't my house and my
After
couch.
that,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, a bunch of
I feel
people,
bad whoever's couch that was, bro. Damn.
they had to
yeah.
throw the
Oh.
couch away. They had to throw it away.
Oh.
And a bunch
I
of
bet.
people stole a bunch of shit from that house apparently. Because the cops came and apparently people just
I
started
have a
stealing
giant
shit
katana.
and
Who
leaving.
wants it?
that's
I
what
have
I
one
put on
too,
my
up
Tinder
there.
bio actually.
Funny story is though, my friend that I rode with, he started getting like sketched out. So we left, and like 15 minutes later, the police showed up.
Yikes.
So we got lucky. But yeah. Another topic. Anybody got anything?
I got a podcast channel for text chat now.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Appropriate
Dope.
shit
Dope.
stuff
Dope.
in there.
Anybody? Let's
Fucking-
talk.
There was a party I was at where some dude was like dumb enough to bring a gun with blanks in it. Scared the shit out of everybody.
Right.
And they were just starting fights and shit. And suddenly I just hear shots going off. I ran straight to my car. I sobered up so quick. I was out of there. I'm not getting shot today.
A day.
Way to sober up.
The last time,
Gunshots, coffee, and water and food.
the last
Yeah.
time I was at a car
That's
meet,
one of the ways.
the car meet was ending, and this guy, he pulled off, right? And he stuck his arm out the window, and he just let off like a full clip into this guy. He just poo 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 when he was leaving, and like that was the most stupid shit I've ever seen, ever at a car meet. Well, no, it wasn't. No, I take that back. This one guy, he's riding a four-wheeler, right, popping a wheelie, whatever. Runs a dude over mid wheelie,
Oh.
Okay.
and then he falls off the four-wheeler. The four-wheeler then runs him over, and then the four-wheeler takes off and runs into a ditch.
That four-wheeler just got a mind of its own, doesn't it?
This
That's a
happened.
fucking
This
mind
happened in
That's
And then
fucking
the four-wheeler
unfortunate.
had sex with my friend's mom.
fuck.
the four-wheeler. Look,
Honestly.
like this happened in the town, like the
Four-wheeler
town
had sex
right
with
over,
Stacy's mom.
the town next to mine. 50 Cent reposted the video of that happening. 50 Cent. Oh, 50. Old Body Armor. He reposted that shit. That's crazy.
Dude,
Hilarious.
It's fucking 50 Cent.
what are the odds that the man himself,
Commissions.
5-0, half of $1.
See, Undying, we might have to up it up now because I'm kind of
We might have to.
them
We're
around.
kind of
Oh,
smacking
man.
shit.
Oh,
Well, then
Yeah,
again,
you
my
guys might
brother's
as
in
well-
here. He's level 38.
Yeah, you guys might as well just carry me to 70. It's fine.
You should play.
Like I'm taking hella damage, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still the first one in front of these enemies trying to smack them. Like I'm doing damage. I'm not taking it very
That's
well.
what I looked like when I was like 14.
Oh, I forgot to say I installed
a
No
wall
Man's
of
Sky.
I
so-
pictures
freaking
from,
do
like,
like I do
years.
500,000.
No Man's Sky was bugging out for us, bro.
It was bugging out for
I was
you.
having a good play. I was playing
Yeah, it was
crossplay.
fucking-
hella
It was on
bugging out for me,
Xbox.
dude. It was stupid.
Fucking Mike over here can't even get his hyperdrive.
No, I
Bruh.
can't.
Bro,
No,
I
I
like
can't.
got off my first planet lickety split. I was like, I got better places to be than this stupid ass place.
Yeah, but the problem is getting the hyperdrive. I can get off the planet easy, but
Bro,
getting
yeah,
the
just
hy-
like-
Oh,
just-
hey, Undying, I got a
Just
bow for you.
build, lol.
Oh
I'm in
wait,
town.
yeah.
I tried. It's God that pisses. No Man's Sky is so fun, but it's so complicated.
It was so bad.
When it first came
Loft,
out,
I
yeah.
got a,
Yeah, I
I got a
remember
staff
playing
for
it like
you.
the day it came out. Being kind of
Yeah, I was so hyped for it,
Today.
and I was like, oh, there's no
We were
fucking
really,
multiplayer.
Really fucking let
Loft,
down.
there's a staff for you.
Oh,
Hey,
the
Didn't they
staff-
promise
oh, nice.
multiplayer though?
Huh?
Didn't they promise multiplayer on release and then it didn't
On
have
release,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And it didn't have it.
No, they didn't promise it. They just weren't clear that there would be no multiplayer. They said you could run into your friends,
Which,
but they
honestly,
didn't
I
tell you
don't
that the
think
game was
anything you could.
infinite, so it was not relevant.
That's true.
In other words, fuck you. That's
Pretty
it.
much.
Game.
Hey, does anybody want this? I'm dropping it on the floor. It's a legendary.
Oh, I was like
Society
looking
out
for a
here getting
weapon. I was like, is it a
legendary
phantom?
stuff.
I
or
can't
a
have that.
Holy
I mean,
Jesus, that's
I
a
mean,
thick
okay.
hammer, dude.
Should
Take
we
it.
Well,
I
that
don't
is
need it. I
also
can't
what
use
she
it. I
said.
need bows and crossbows.
should we
That's
wrap up
okay.
the podcast?
Boy, he's thick. Damn, boy, he's thick.
Should we
Big
wrap it up?
boy.
It's been about 2.5
Big-ass
hours.
boy.
I
So
mean, we can. I don't care.
probably
Yeah,
wrap
this
it
is a,
up.
this is a good spot to end it.
this is
at
a good
right
spot to
here.
end
We
it.
got-
I think we've kind of talked about 15 or 20 different things. I
Uh,
feel
Way
like
back to
Diablo 3
penis
for over
jokes.
2.5
I
hours.
feel like we've touched on a lot of good
That's
things,
nothing.
and I feel like it's been
I
a
mean,
fun
yeah.
fun podcast.
touched on many things.
Diablo is one of those games where you either don't play it at all or you play it for like more than 2 hours straight.
Way too much.
All right, well, it's been a great first episode of the podcast. We got Father
This
Undead,
is-
Papa Undead,
It's interesting.
Loaf and Undying, Groot, Phoenix, and Self.
Needs to get his mic.
We've talked about a lot of great things.
Hopefully
Needs to
next
set up his
episode,
webcam.
Groot will have his
I'm not
camera.
turning my
Yeah,
webcam on.
I'll go buy.
You better
I'll go
turn
buy
your
a
fucking
Like I
webcam.
said,
webcam
Yeah.
on.
baby, don't let them know. Don't tell you're ugly. You're beautiful, man. Okay.
I'm gonna
They
research.
see you.
I'm gonna research a lot more into some of these topics. That way we can
Oh, I'm like Handsome
actually
Squidward.
dive
Definitely want to.
really deep into some topics next time. We've briefly touched on a
Back
lot of
and
stuff,
listen real quick.
but
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna really do a bunch of research so that we can really dive deep into some of these conspiracy theories and some of these UFO related things and some of these other some quantum physics. I'm gonna dive deep and watch and learn a lot
Your
about some
brain's gonna
quantum physics.
explode if you study quantum physics.
I'm gonna study some
Bro.
quantum physics over the next couple of days.
You're gonna want to kill yourself by the end
I-
of the video.
I really love to
Hey,
learn
joke's on you. I
about.
already do.
Oh.
Okay, me and Groot are gonna collaborate. We're gonna
Oh.
collaborate over the next couple of days on some things. Everybody, we're gonna collaborate. We're gonna set some things, and we're gonna really dive deep. But I think for the first
You guys up the
podcast,
fucking difficulty again?
I think this is gonna be great. I think it's been a really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I think it's been a really good podcast. I do.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
There's a staff. I don't.
been great.
There's a staff on the floor.
I keep
Oh,
forgetting
And
to have it
on
right
that
now.
note, we will cut it.
Congratulations. You're now a